All right. Very good evening to you folks here on SpeedGaming 4. Yeah, 4. We're on SpeedGaming 4 tonight. Welcome to another race in the Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Randomizer 2021 tournament. We got a good one for you tonight, folks. Tonight, we have Lenophis and ReedWhaley showing their skills. I'm Captain MD. Tonight, I am joined by CZ. How you doing tonight, CZ?
I'm pretty good. Yourself?
Well, I just came from the 7 p.m. race, and, shall we say it was a clunker.
Boyer, you're tired?
Come again?
Yeah, so, here.
Oh, yeah.
Folks in chat will let you know how that goes at the moment, so MD will just do my best.
Well, I'm just happy to help, in all honesty. But we have gotten the green light in the race time, so our runners will be starting in a moment. No gentlemen's agreements tonight, vanilla tournament settings. So what are you looking to see tonight from this seat?
I would not say no to something important on UMOS 2.
Yeah, UMOS 2 has been conspicuously absent this tournament, and not because of logic hiccups like Chica, although we have seen a required Chica earlier this week, so 2.5 has finally resolved the disturbance in the force, as we say.
Yeah, it was about time for that. But I'm just kidding. I would not wish a UMOS 2 race on you after the one you just were put through.
Yeah. We'll talk about it later if we find some downtime for sure, but looks like we got a vanilla violet, so we're gonna get our first hint here, which reads for us: Space pirates strangely dislike theft. That's good to know. But
yeah,
that is a joke hint.
Who knew?
Yeah, they're more like the pillage and plunder type rather than theft.
Yeah, that does seem to be how it works. But much as Samus doesn't necessarily act like much of a bounty hunter, the pirates don't act much like pirates a lot of the time.
Fair enough. I don't hear them going yar. But we're going to have a pretty standard Splinter fight here as we kick things off here. No special, extra special weapons.
But at least they'll get something worthwhile. It's lame to do this whole fight and know you're getting Violet at the end.
Fair enough. Now, if I take a look at the challenge, Reed and Leno are both 1 and 2, so they are both fighting very hard to make sure if they want to spot in the brackets, they're going to basically need to be going into round 5, 2 and 2.
Yep, both good players though, fun to watch.
Indeed. So I guess while we are going into the Dark Apple Splinter fight, what was I going to say? Something that has been showing up a lot this week in particular is Sank Entrance. I don't remember if we've had it any time Monday or Tuesday, but in my race Wednesday it had Space Jump.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Which, so behind that was behind Dark Visor, because the only it was random elevators. The only random elevator that led me to it was the Sacred Bridge elevator, which is Dark Visor locked. Oh, Torvis Key, that's alarming. And you can't go through Sank Entrance without Dark Visor either. After picking up the item,
right.
So... Ooh, that's a ball upgrade. That would be Cannonball. Okay, so not logically required for anything, but an early boost ball might be potentially useful.
Yeah, and if not, they can keep that in their back pocket as something to pick up later for fear of using it and then losing it.
Indeed. For those not familiar with what Cannonball is, it is an item that the game technically does give you when you are shot out of a kinetic orb cannon. It's meant to be taken away from you when you collide with any debris. Normally in vanilla you would do some out-of-bounds shenanigans to unload the thing you're colliding with, and therefore maintain your Cannonball state. By maintaining Cannonball state, you have several properties. It lets you use Boost Ball. Vulnerable enemies take 500,000 damage per frame.
2 million if they're lucky enough to be Resbits.
Oh yeah. The dreaded Resbits. Now, whatever's up in the Temple Assembly site is being picked up, is attempting to be picked up by Lenophis through the task jump. Looks like it was a missile tank, but I'm not sure. But a missile tank would still be pretty useful because it will let our runners check storage cavern B here.
Yeah, the famous task jump, it stands in this case for Temple Assembly Site, not Tool-Assisted Speedrun.
Yeah, on the subject of tool-assisted speedruns, Master Kirby did just release that 3% task recently.
Oh, nice.
It was showcased on DCR stream, I think last week, I want to say. Ooh, Leno got up to the top, but walked off. That's something I do a lot, too. One tip that one thing that I learned to do is when I got on, press R to stop.
Ah, yeah, that's a good trick.
And we got a missile upgrade in a Cursed Lake, so that will be irrelevant. Seekers cannot
Yeah,
be
probably
back
just
there.
a missile tank.
It's definitely just a missile tank. Seekers can't be back there.
Ah,
And indeed a missile tank. I'm pretty sure bombs or space jump or some way that gets us to that missile tank is here in Transport to Aegon, if not in Portal Access A. Oh, Amber's in Portal Access A. Storage Cavern B. Ooh, space
and
jump.
space jump on Reed's side.
Okay, so that basically lets us get to Portal Access A. But we still don't have a logical missile launcher, technically, so I wonder if it's on... I wonder if it's on Bomb Guardian himself. Because Space Jump does
Yeah,
let you
they
get
can use
out.
missiles without having the launcher, but the launcher is required by the logic.
Actually, yeah, that doesn't, Oh, it's probably Sand Cache, then. So Sand Cache probably has, a missile launcher of some kind. Alright, that is Space Jump boots for Leno, and Reed, not even bothering doing Task Jump with Space Jump in tow, will easily be able to pick this up.
That's right. Yeah, much easier when you have it.
Yeah, and more often than not, you will get the item necessary for tasks within the next 3 items. Because usually some way up there, like Bomb, Space Jump, or whatnot, is either in Transport to Aegon, Portal Access A, or, if you're lucky and have bombs already, Mining Station Access. Or missiles already.
So we'll see if we can get a look at this item.
It looked like an ammo tank to me.
Okay. If so, they certainly won't go to the trouble.
Oh, wait a minute. Leno just fired a charge shot at it. That can't be good.
Oh, definitely not. There are not many ways for players to communicate while they're racing, so we watch closely for anger shots.
Oh, yeah. Alright, missile tank in Mining Station Access. Hopefully, Reed will give us another peek at that item in Mining Station, in Mining Plaza.
Fun fact, when you come back here and there are flying pirates, the kinetic orb cannon in the room will not kill them. So if you take the orb cannon and try and hit them over and over, you'll ping off them sometimes. And the other day I was doing this, and I pinged right into the item in the room.
That's hilarious.
It is, yeah, I couldn't
Hold on a
believe
minute. I'm gonna need to look at my HD playback for that one, if you will, excuse me for just a moment.
Sure, by all means. Meanwhile, Leno's got Amber. Important find, especially here in Aegon.
Gives us Sand Cache, it gives us Amber Hints, which are really powerful in this game, if we may be honest.
Yeah, hints are huge.
Yeah, I still can't tell what that is. I might have to check the VOD playback. Might have a better angle.
Chat's being kind of quiet today. But I suppose that's fair. There have been
Light
several
Beam
Echoes races
hang
already.
on. Light Beam is 3 rooms away from Storage Cavern A, which is where the Ink Reliquary hint is. Yep, there's our missile launcher. So that means it is in GFMC compound.
Ah,
It's the only place 3 rooms away. The other 3 is TAS.
which item will it be? The one on the ship or the one in the crate?
Good question. Not sure what's up in Mining Station A, though. I didn't really get a good look at that. If it is important, though, given that this is the layer that is currently infested with bees, Lenophis could probably have space jump up the hive to reach the spire. There is a space jump you can do in that layer to get to the top of the rock spire and just space jump to the item.
Yes, I've seen that.
Sorry, me and bees don't get along very well.
No, bees are never good news in any game. However, the hives are actually pretty handy in Prime games.
Oh, yes. Although in Prime 3, they're called Gragnols.
Really?
Yeah, on Brio.
That's weird.
Alright, Reed's now picked up the missile launcher. Nice recycle from Lenophis and Bomb Guardian.
And the reward is...
Another missile.
Yeah.
With bombs in tow, Jump Guardian is in play, so Light Beam could be either item at this point in GFFC.
And with Bomb Guardian now defeated, the Dark Missile Trooper is available, so trip back to Temple Grounds will allow that as well.
Yeah, we'll see which path our runners decide to go. With Space Jump, you can get to Jump Guardian much more easily. Ideally, you'd like another weapon or something to check... Let's see what this hint says first. Super is on a Morbus! There we go!
Haha!
It starts, folks. It starts.
Is Super always required?
Yes, you cannot get to Sky Temple without it.
Aha. Alright, so Morbus is definitely in this sea then.
Yeah, as if it's already not been bad enough with the 7 o'clock race with things that need to be done.
Haha.
And that for that race, the Morbus was required for a key in Mining Plaza. I wonder if our runners... Sky Temple.
Oh, STK, yeah, obviously.
Ooh, Reed did
No
not
skipping
get the
that.
charge shot off in time on that Bomb Guardian attack.
Yeah, Bomb Guardian takes the spray bombs around attack from Super Metroid and goes nuts with them.
Oh yeah. Makes you wish Samus could do that.
Yeah, not in the Prime games, though. If
To
you
that
wanted,
extent.
it's another route.
Yeah, that is true. Although I think they
Also,
also
one
added
thing
it.
a lot of people don't know about the Super Metroid version is that if you hold the down button for a while, the bombs go higher.
Interesting.
And if you do it on top of an ammo refill station, one of the bombs, you only get 2 bombs. One of them stays still, and the other just sort of hops around. Yeah, Super Metroid has a lot of weird quirks like that.
Alright, Reed's done with Bomb Guardian, and now Leno is going to finish off his Pirates. Probably read the Portal Terminal hint here. Yeah, these Pirates are burly. They have like 150 HP.
Yeah, it's always handy if you have a power bomb or something first when you come here.
Which so far we haven't. Oh, bombs are in Temple Grounds. Thanks, game.
Thanks, game.
And Reed's about to get the very bad news that Supers are on a Morbus.
Yep.
Fun fact: this third sand switch here, that is the only switch you need to do to defeat the puzzle. By the way, can be I should say is vulnerable to screw attack, but from a very precise direction.
Yeah, if you watch some of the other races, that's done in them.
Reed's just staring at the hint.
Sorry.
Like we said, folks, good times are coming. This has been the
But
week
of all the major bosses, Morbus is certainly the one you'd most like to see.
And it's just unfortunate that Morbus has super missiles, one of the items that would make that fight a cakewalk. But
Of course,
luckily we know where Light Beam is, and it's fairly easily accessible given the circumstances, so... Looks like Leo's going to do Dark Aegon first. We can only see 2 out of 5 items here and pick up 2 out of... We could pick up 2 out of 5 items and see 2 more in Junction Site and Crossroads, but we can't pick most of them up.
I know we'll have to be careful with no E-tanks in Dark Ether, because, as you may know, the atmosphere of Dark Ether is dangerous.
Indeed. What was that up there? I couldn't tell if that was an energy tank or what. Looks like Reed is electing to take the space jump into Pirate Base. Interesting
Yeah,
call
that makes
here.
sense. This is an interesting little several-stage fight where the last stage is turrets, and turrets scare the heck out of me because I play a ton of multiplayer with my brothers, and the turret does 75 damage and you only have 99.
I don't think they do that much damage in the main game. I think they actually only...
Yeah,
do
nowhere near. It's residual fear that I have.
Fair enough. I know the feeling. My brothers and I played Echo's multiplayer a lot as well.
Yeah, it was good. It's good times.
Indeed. Ironically, or I should say appropriately rather, the stage with the Vigilance turret was the one we played the most.
Yeah, good stage. So is Spires, the one with all the orb cannons.
Ah.
My brothers and I put a lot of time into seeing if we could get all 3 orbs to smash into each other at the same time.
Oh, wow. And we finally
Never quite made it.
Finally get a power
Power
bomb.
bomb on Leno's side. But he can't use that yet because he does not have the main power bomb module.
Well, actually, in these settings we can use them, but the logic does not expect them to use to be able to use them until they've acquired the main launcher.
Oh, I thought that was just missile.
No, for the tournament settings we have both the, what is that? Is that an Aegon key? Yeah, we do need that.
Aegon key, yeah.
For Echoes,
okay, so I will mark power bombs on him.
Yeah, so for Echoes, you can have the option to turn main launchers on, required on or off. For the tournament settings, we voted to not require the main launchers for missiles and power bombs. But but for the logic, under all conditions, you're expected to get the main power bomb before using them.
Meanwhile, Leno's just wasting everybody's time shooting at nothing like an idiot.
Nah.
No, seriously, that's Jump Guardian. For some reason, it's there before the fight and it's invisible, and you can do a ton of damage to it, but not quite kill it.
Yeah, yes. Basically, you can get as close as you can to the. If you can get as close as you can to the developer intended retail damage of 1100 without going over. Jump Guardian will take that damage until that point. And with that,
Prince's aside, it's actually no problem if you go over.
Yeah, Jump Guardian just won't take any damage from a shot that would kill him.
Yeah.
Now once at 0...
Also, like Ridley in Super Metroid, he tends to take a second to realize he's dead. Still does a move or two first.
Well, it's that once the HP goes down to 0... Oh, hey, Screw Attack. Once the HP goes down to 0, one more lemon will finish the job.
Yeah. So Screw Attack is great to have early in the game, or any time in the game.
Alright, so with Screw Attack in tow, that's mostly a convenience item right now. It doesn't do us a whole lot of good in terms of items available. We still haven't gotten Light Beam yet, so Lenophis won't be able to check Sand Canyon or Ventilation Area A.
But it's still great to have, especially since we know we need it before the end of the game at some point.
Absolutely. Also, and again, I'm not sure what our runner saw in Mining Plaza. Based on how bright the color was, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a suit, but I'll double check. I'm going to check the VOD right now, actually.
Okay, give that a shot.
Match? 16 minutes? After, let's just see what's in the transport center first, though. Because after that, we're pretty much done here. And it is dark ammo. So no sign of dark beam yet.
Yeah, neither of the beams.
Fascinating. We know where light is, and we can get it now, but,
So Leno choosing not to warp back, but to continue in Aegon for now.
Okay. It's actually faster in this instance to walk back to Dark Missile Trooper rather than save warp. Ooh, the Dark Torvus keys are in Great Temple and Torvus Bog. Okay, so we picked up the Great Temple key already. Oh, I think Lena was trying to give us a better look at what was in Mining Plaza.
Yeah, well, I certainly couldn't tell. So if you can figure it out, we'll be much obliged.
Delighted to. Alright, so Torvus probably has both of the remaining keys at this point. 1 second. No, I still can't tell what that was in Mining Plaza. Yeesh.
Well, hopefully at least Leno knows.
think Reed's just going over acquired hints so far. Trying to find out where light beam is.
Leno showing off a neat little trick to get through this gate from the wrong side. This allows you to get back to the landing site without taking the roundabout route that the game expects you to.
Maybe if I lower the playback speed to 50%.
Leno going for the ship first.
Yeah, just trying to get a quick ammo refill, get that, oh, going to check the filed shrine hints. Okay, this is not a bad idea.
Oh yeah, he
Check
has
just
screw
in case.
attack, so he can do that.
Yeah, in case this is something important. It is a Morph Ball related upgrade. Could be Spider. Could be
Yes.
main power bombs.
There isn't really a morph related upgrade you don't want unless it's a power bomb expansion.
Actually, it could be any Morph Ball related upgrade at this point, because you don't need Boost, Spider, or main power bombs to get here. You just need Super Missiles, which are unfortunately behind a Morbus.
Yeah.
And Dark Super has light ammo.
On the Discord today that if you only have Scan Visor, you can still shoot one shot by doing the morph and unmorph trick. So, just an interesting curiosity.
Fascinating.
Yep, it means the game could actually be playable if you started with Scan Visor and nothing else. Not very well, but playable.
I'm sure that's something our veteran players and our master players could probably experiment with. Nothing but light ammo in the hive chambers of light today.
Those zombie pirates do, troopers rather, do respectable damage.
Yeah, I think it's 1 per shot they fire and 5 on a swipe.
Yeah, but the rapid fire is effective.
Yeah, they do fire a lot.
Speaking of fun Prime trivia, on the frigate, which we always skip in Prime 1, there's one pirate which is supposed to only be seen in a cutscene and then get killed by Parasite Queen escaping. And that pirate has an incredibly rapid-fire pistol. If you manage to end the cutscene with him still alive, he will make mincemeat of it.
Fascinating.
Yep.
Dark ammo and dynamo chambers, so nothing directly concealed by power bombs just yet.
Yeah.
Grabbing an extra bomb.
Ammo everywhere, nor any beam to fire.
Yeah, although to be fair, we're about to get light beam, so I'm sure Leno's not going to mind the extra 40 beam ammo going into that.
Yes, that will be nice.
And what have we got in here? Oh, well, there's light beam. Wait. Oh, okay, so I misread the hint. The hint was giving a radial distance up to 3 rooms away from Storage Cavern A.
Oh, okay.
One of the hints in 2.5 do stress that they are now a proximity hint. Or, not a proximity hint, but a ranged, various range proximity hint, rather than a exact range proximity hint. So that's an up to 3 rooms away, not exactly 3 rooms away. Kind of hard to tell from the restream quality, but yeah. Now we've got that piece together. So GFMC can have anything at this point. What our runners would really want to see is either a suit or main power bombs, and the latter I do not think is in that case.
This is a key, so doubling it won't help, but we'll see if he does anyway.
Nope. And what's up top here? A Sky Temple key. Okay, so Jump Guardian required. Ooh. Not that that made a difference since we needed Screw Attack anyway. It's a good idea earlier.
So we now each have one Agon key, although they're different Agon keys.
True. Oh, that's right, because the key Reed picked up was in Command Center. Nice 10 health drop while below 20 HP. Thanks, game.
Yeah, Reed was
General.
trying to use the upgrade system, which almost always gives you the ultra energy if you're below 20. Didn't work out this time for some reason.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an 80% chance, but an 80% chance is still not a guarantee, but that was more like it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what's available to us right now, and this is not, but... Oh, that's dark ammo, okay. Yeah, dark beam doesn't
Yeah.
glow as much, thankfully. But let's think this through for a minute here. What's in logic right now? We have bioenergy production. Central mining station is next up on the list. Oop, careful, Reed.
Yeah, don't die. Wow.
Looks like a missile tank in Grand Wind Chamber. No need to come back for that, thankfully.
Yep.
I sound nervous,
Yeah, these
but...
players are both have enough experience to play pretty close to the wire in Dark Ether. It's a little stressful.
Oh, yeah. Reed in 329 were telling me that, yeah, I might be having to get the bill from their cardiologist later. But, yeah, let's see, well, at this point, Reed's probably headed back to Temple Grounds as well, because we now know that's pretty much where the progression is. But yeah, so
Yep.
GFMC was still very much loaded today. Now, this item is currently out of logic without either Emerald Translator or Dark Visor Seekers. Neither of which, all three of which we haven't found yet. What's down here? That is a missile tank. I also just noticed about 11 minutes ago, Lenophis typed in the race time chat, "There will be words, Diggle," which, that was 11 minutes ago, right? So that was, I think, when Leno discovered about supers on Morbus.
That would be my guess, yeah.
And yeah, since we've now seen all the Torvus keys, assuming one of them's not on the Torvus key Great Temple, assuming there's not one chilling on Umos too, the other two have to be in Torvus.
So we just saw Reed give us another peek at that item, but again, I'm just watching the comm feed. I can't see a thing.
One moment. Yeah, I couldn't see it either.
Nuts. Okay, looks like Leno's gonna... No? I thought he was gonna go for his cannonball, but I guess not.
Leno is going to temple transport to the meeting ground side to probably check hints. Because
The sooner you can get those, the better.
Yeah, you can check one of the hints here. And playing for hints can sometimes be a really good idea if you're not sure where your next progression is, or if you've, or just on the off chance it's your Aegon key hint.
Yeah.
Translator is in main research, so that could be Emerald or Cobalt.
Yes. Kazuto, no, we keep trying to see it, but we haven't got a good enough look.
I'm looking at the VOD, and I think there's one frame where I can get just enough of a view to double check, but give me another 5 seconds. Like I said, it's like one specific frame I'm looking for. It is a Sky Temple key.
Oh no! no!
So Morbus required
So Echo
twice
Visor
over.
required as well as Screw Attack into Morbus.
Yep, a Morbus is required twice over.
Wow.
Yeah,
I think there will definitely be a confrontation with Diggle when this is over.
Yeah, it took a minute, but I can just barely see the green glow of an STK.
Well done.
Correction. Hold on. No. I just learned the audio cue. It's not a key, it's an item.
Oh.
One moment, please.
You can tell that from audio?
Yes, keys have a distinct audio cue. They're a sort of higher pitched hum, where a item is a increasing pitched hum.
Huh.
If that
What a
makes
subtle
any
little
sense.
difference. Neat.
Yeah, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Well, okay, so we may or may not need that then. Reed showing off by jumping over that gate.
Oh wait, no, maybe it is a Sky Temple key, and the audio key just doesn't work properly in that room.
Well, we'll know by whether Leno gets it or not.
Fair enough, I guess. Energy
E-tank here? Good. It's about time.
Yeah. Out of logic E-tank, but still welcome nonetheless. Next up, Ventilation Area A. We're starting to run out of spots where progression can be at this point.
Mm-hmm. Leno brazenly cheating by not actually making it to that platform, but getting respawned there anyway.
Yeah,
it's one of the oldest Prime 2 tricks. It's called the Kip Dash.
Ooh, that's another red key. That might be our third Aegon key for super missiles. It is. That's our third Aegon key.
Aha.
Leno's second, but their third is in Command Center. So
yeah, and if he keeps exploring Aegon, he'll find it soon. And well, Reed just picked up his second as well.
And what do we got in storage D? Sonic Boom. Oh, by the way, Screw Attack is broken.
Yes.
Yep, works on those crystals. Unfortunately, the door is about to slam on Leno here.
Alas.
And I don't think Leno picked up a power bomb. So Dark Samus the hard way.
Well, Screw Attack still works.
Screw Attack does still work, to be fair. Light Beam is also okay. It does 20 damage per hit.
Yeah, oddly enough, Dark Samus, despite having Dark in her name, is a creature of the Light World, and so Dark Beam is better on her than Light.
Not in this fight, actually. This fight,
nope.
Her damage is neutral, except to Annihilator, which is 5 times.
Oh, okay, that's weird.
Yeah, because Echoes.
Echoes, everybody. I find it funny that this particular Evil Samus is weak to Screw Attack in all her forms, whereas the Evil Samus in Metroid Fusion, Screw Attack never works on because it just uses Screw Attack back on you.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, to be fair, Dark Samus, or Samus did not have Screw Attack in Prime 1, so Dark Samus couldn't absorb it and be immune to it.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Alright, so Leno is going to now, looks like is not going to elect to do the tough BSJ standable terrain to check, what is this room called again? Sand processing without boost ball.
Yeah, if you want to see that trick, though, watch any race that Jagger is in, because he loves to show it off.
Oh, yeah. That's one of his flagship tricks. Alright, Lenophis is going to be making their way through the Yeet Beams here.
Who puts a bunch of lasers underground?
In a ventilation shaft, no less.
Yeah. Space pirates, go home, you're drunk.
But at least they don't, they strangely dislike theft. And
yeah.
What is that back there? Looks like an ammo tank, I'm not 100% sure. Yep, definitely light ammo.
Okay.
Ooh, and Leno was a little too far from the door to trigger the high fight. And it's being
Ah,
tested by
well.
Metroids.
Yeah, Metroids. There are not as many in this game as there are in Prime 1, but still a respectable supply.
Not to mention cutscene magic is going to force a grab here. There you go.
Yeah.
Ironically enough, Metroid's still not as prevalent as bees.
Yes. It's funny, the makers of 3D Metroid seem to have decided that Samus's worst nemesis is insects, not Metroids.
That is true.
Not even just 3D. Zero Mission is full of insects for some reason as well.
Yeah, Spore Spawn and the giant flying thing that guards your first super missile tank.
Yep. And the weird bugs in the very early parts of the game.
Oh, yeah.
The only place that Long Beam is really useful because your regular shots don't reach the hive.
I've got to be a tad bit careful with those lasers. They do steal, I think it's 1 damage per 2 frames. And yep, Leno sees that third Aegon key and is going to have to take the long way to grab it. Basically, going to have to walk out and around, or trigger the door, exit the room, and then reload it, essentially. Let's see if Leno decides to...
Sorry, go ahead.
Let's see if Leno decides to... Yeah, Leno's just going to grab the mining station, central mining station item real quick, which is Dark Beam.
Oh!
This has been in logic
That was a stop worth making.
Absolutely, yeah. This has been in logic ever since Light Beam, so it makes sense that we find it here. I'm pretty sure that pirate just tried to Goomba stomp Samus. So, given that we have Light Beam already, it seems like rushing the Morbus right now isn't a bad idea, especially since now we've seen everything we could in labs besides Storage C.
Yeah, there's not really going to be a better time than now.
Yeah, we can't go to Torvus until we get super missiles or a suit. And one we know about.
It doesn't hurt to have Seekers as well for a Morbus, but honestly, this should be fine.
Yeah, charge Light Beam. You only need, under ideal circumstances, 50 shots if you can do the worm skip, but without 60. And with the 2 light ammo tanks we had in the high chambers, yeah, that's, that fight should not be too difficult for either runner.
Yeah.
Lenophis is going to make a quick pit stop to check the key bearer hint, which reads to us that Battleground contains a life support system, which could buy either an energy tank or a suit.
Yeah, by the numbers, it's probably an tank.
Fair enough. Yeah, Leno's going straight for a Morbus. Reed is back in... Yeah, Reed's back in Pirate Labs. I'm pretty sure Reed has to go to Vent Area A to pick up the last key. Unfortunately, because Spider Ball is nowhere to be seen, the only way to pick up that key is to go around from the other side. Which is bit unfortunate for Reed in this case.
No luck for Leno there. He was trying to shoot that thing, but he didn't get it.
Yeah, luckily energy, you know, obviously you don't want to die at all, but getting to the temple on low energy isn't the biggest deal, but it looks like Leno is going to take a quick safety save. Just
Yeah,
because
good plan.
the first salvo on a Morbus will give you a nice chunk of drops, usually including 50 HPs. Another fun fact is that Screw Attack reduces your Various Suit Dark Aether damage to only 2 per second, so it is a good tactic for getting around effectively, and a way for you to get...
Yeah, equivalent to the Dark Suit, right?
No, Dark Suit is 1.2 damage per second, Screw Attack is 2 on the nose, so it's not as
So
effective
not
as
quite
Dark...
as good.
Not as effective, still very effective by comparison.
Yes.
And a way you can get Plane of Dark Worship without Dark Suit if you have 4 energy tanks. Alright, Reed is being granted that Dark Beam. Leno luckily getting the bomb section there as well. This is during the suction event. The bomb will also magnetize to the mount when you get when Samus gets thrown in. So that's one of the ways you can kind of plan ahead, get some stuff. Looks like Leno's not trying to set it up. It is possible without Boost Ball, but it's very precise. You can see Leno's trying to conserve light ammo there by switching beams to avoid using an uncharged shot by accident. Although right now Leno's looking really good on light ammo. At best, though, charged light beam does have the fastest, is basically the fastest. Usually that'll happen if there's 2 guns on the sphere and you're far enough away and it happen for a second or 2.
Hey, D-Max, yes, I do remember those Tubes comics. They were great.
That third bomb just managed to reach. And for that, Leno is awarded with supers. Now, let's see what... Okay, Leno is going straight for the Aegon energy, so I guess it was something important in Mining Claws. I'm still thinking it was a Sky Temple key, but the audio cue must have just been incorrect. Which is usually not something we have a problem with in this game, to be fair.
It's possible that even Leno isn't quite sure, but wants to make. But he's not going to be in this place again anytime soon, so it makes sense to have the ability to check.
Yeah, the only thing we're missing to be able to actually check this item is Echo Visor, which I'm going to laugh if Echo Visor is in Storage C right now. Or Warrior's Walk. If it's Super's locked, I'm going to laugh.
Yeah.
Looks like Reed is setting up to acquire the light ammo tank.
Yeah, I was going to say, wasn't it just ammo in this room?
Oh, no, it's not setting that up. Oh yeah, he's setting it up. Never mind. With Screw Attack, though, luckily Reed should not have to adjust anything else to get to the other side.
Yeah.
Although Screw Attacking through these is a little precise just because of that.
Haha. Yeah, when you mess up a Screw Attack, you mess it up hard.
Reed's also still running only on 100 energy max, so that's going to be rough. Now, the pirates here are going to also be a big pain in the backside for Leno. One thing Leno could do is activate the light crystal with light beam here, because 2 of the pirates will fly into them by default. Their AI is terrible. The third one might follow you right into it as well.
Huh. Pirate AI, the gift that keeps on giving.
But they strangely dislike theft. We're gonna do that joke
Yeah,
all night.
you don't say. So Leno will probably make those quick super missile checks before leaving Agon.
That's interesting, D-Mets. I never thought of that. There's also an Amorphous statue in Mining Plaza near the center of the area, right near the bridge. Alright, Leno is returning the Aegon energy and probably is going to route the Mine Shaft as well. Alright, Reed should be okay getting to the save station, but does have to be careful, especially on the last set of E-beams, because I think the last set of E-beams do double damage. And that would be Sunburst.
That sounds...
Unfortunately, a little too out of the way to pick up for...
Yeah, but it's only Sunburst.
Yeah, it has a couple of uses, to be fair. They final bosses are enabled, so they could help out on Emperor 1. Or Grapple Guardian.
Yep. As Diggle, I think, loves to point out, the reason Sunburst is so useful is because it sucks. It's so slow that you can switch to something else and start firing that while it's getting there.
I think I did that in my week 2 tournament match.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Leno wrote something in there with those power beam shots. What was that? One moment, please.
Okay.
It says... Oh, it's like a smiley face. 2 eyes and a smiley face, I think.
Well, it's hard to draw with Samus's beam, so if you can draw anything at all, you're impressing me.
Yeah, welding wasn't a thing until Prime 3.
Oh boy, welding.
Final bosses are enabled, are on this seed. No gentleman's agreements in general. Unfortunately, it looks like Reed missed the power bomb there and actually is in danger here, down to 39 HP.
Yeah, Dark Samus is a tough fight on one E-Tank, so be careful.
Alright, what is Leno doing at this time? Save warping.
Warping up.
With supers in tow, yeah, we now have Torvus access.
Yeah, lots of the game is now open with supers.
Yeah, there is a very large amount of stuff we can do with Torvus. Now, Reed did take a safety save in the save station, so should be okay if a death takes place here. You want to be careful for that super missile especially, because that thing has an obnoxiously large blast radius.
Yeah, well, in fairness, so do your own.
True. Although under truly ideal circumstances, you would nail Dark Samus with a power bomb, but
yeah, Reed tried that, but didn't. She wasn't in the damage zone long enough.
Yeah, there's a specific manipulation you can do to move Dark Samus to the left, or to roll to the left at the start of the fight. Okay, good. Reed is victorious, but will be rewarded with Sonic Boom. Now, one thing I don't think Leno did is reload the room after defeating Dark Samus, because reloading the room, which is force-triggered by picking this item up, does reveal the item in reactor core. Main reactor, excuse me. Spider Ball is a doomed
Spider Ball
entry.
location.
Okay.
So that's what was it? No, Doomed Entry is a different one.
Doomed Entry is Dark Pirate Lab's command center, basically.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's the portal you see all those commandos walking into at the when you first enter.
Right. What do you need to get the item there?
A way into the Dark World and Space Jump.
Okay, so that's something they can get anytime then.
They can get that. Yeah, they can get that right now. Reed can pick that up right now.
Sadly, Reed is not the one with the hint.
Yeah, Reed knows about Amortis at this point, but here's the problem. Reed does not have the other Aegon key from Vent Area A, so it's still going to have to go all the way around to get that. And unfortunately, Spider-Ball
Yes.
would have made that a cakewalk.
Yeah. Life's little ironies.
Yeah, that's just really unfortunate because of where things were placed today. But yeah, we're getting our first look at Corvus. Let's see what beholds us here. There's a beam-related upgrade in Poison Bog. That could be Annihilator, but we'll see.
Probably am.
Yeah, it could be Dark Burst or something. It could be Dark Burst.
Hmm.
Super combos are also beam-related.
Yeah.
To answer the question,
Which is deceptive because it means that super missiles are listed not as missile-related, but as beam-related.
Exactly. To answer a question, Chad, Amorbis had super missiles, and we think there's a Sky Temple key in Mining Plaza. So yes, Amorbis is absolutely required today.
Yep. Required so hard, they required it twice. Did anyone see what Leno saw under the water?
Yes, it was a missile tank. It's actually really easy to see with the scan visor. The shade. That would be Annihilator Beam.
Oh ho!
Very useful to pick that up for Dark World safety. Just because it makes
That's good anytime.
Yeah, it makes the ink basically not a threat anymore.
Yeah, it's practically the last thing you get in the vanilla game, but it is worth the wait because of that sucking effect of annihilated portals, light crystals.
Oh yeah, annihilated light crystals. The fact that yeah, by the way, those screamer plants deflect missiles. Interesting.
Weird.
Alright, so what Leno's going to do here is a trick called a bomb space jump to reach this ledge. So for what a bomb space jump is, for those who've not seen it before, when you leave the ground in morphball form, you are technically still considered grounded for 2/5 of a second. And on top of that, you can get what's called an instant unmorph by obstructing the camera to Samus by using a wall or other form of fixed camera or otherwise blockable terrain. If you get
you can't get it just anywhere you want, but in a lot of places you can.
Yeah, if you do a bomb jump and get that instant unmorph within the 24 frames / 2/5 of a second window, you can perform a jump.
What I really love about that trick is that it was in the original Metroid. If you were in morph ball form, demorphed and jumped right away, you could get a jump in midair. Yeah, it's handy for getting places and avoiding long falls.
And it looks like Reed is trying to see what is in main reactor here. Trying to shoot a missile.
Yeah, we didn't see that.
No, we did not. Doesn't look like Reed's too interested in it. That is another red key, most likely one of the two tortoise keys that were into that. I think that super missile was a little too high. But yeah, safe that that's a tortoise key. Because I'm trying to think. The Aegon keys were in the Temple Grounds and the Aegon. No sign of the Aim Hive key hints, although we really don't care about those at this point.
Yeah, the Aim Hive keys are officially trash now that they have Annihilate.
And super attack.
Yep.
Going to Torpus Temple without super missiles is just painful, because you just can't route in the energy controller, you can't activate this elevator. But in this case, we don't have to worry about that.
First scenarios in Echoes is for super missiles to be in the Torvus energy controller, because then the way to get them, you have to be able to use those light beam portals that take you from temple to temple. And so you have to beat Quadraxis and teleport there.
2 Torvus keys back to back. I don't like where this is going at all.
Full check access already.
Yeah, I don't know if Seekers are required for Chica. I know Screw Attack is one of the Screw Attack or a grapple of any kind are one of the keys, but Chica can have a vanilla Dark Visor as well, but yeah, I think the only key we're looking for to guarantee a safe Chica is Dark Visor. Emerald Translator would be nice, though, because Torvus hints are usually pretty good.
Hmm.
But it looks like Leno is going to make a beeline for lower Torvus here. Quite an interesting decision. Chica does not require Seekers by logic. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't be, because you can defeat Chica without Seekers. It's been done many times. But,
Especially if you have Cannonball.
well, yeah, true. Which, if it is required, they do still have that cannonball in their pocket from Transport B access.
Yep, always an option to go back.
I think that was a Sky Temple key in Crossroads, but that's out of play without Boost Ball, which we're still looking for, by the way.
Do they need real Boost Ball, or can they do it with Cannonball?
They could do it with Cannonball, but I think that's actually an energy tank in Crossroads. Never mind.
Okay.
Looked like there wasn't anything important in Hydro Dynamo Station. And Lenophis is attempting the underwater dash. Succeeds.
Yeah, it's sort of a fake gravity boost. Works really well.
Yeah, basically how it works is you, while holding L, you hold R. Oh, in-cache forehead Emerald Translator. That'll complicate
It's
things.
important.
Yeah, Leno did not
Big
go
advantage
back
for
that.
Reed when he goes to Torvus.
Absolutely, that's going to give Reed access to 6 hints. And most importantly,
And some
underground
gates,
tunnel.
too.
Yeah, because as we have established through this tournament, there is just about always progression in underground tunnel.
Yeah, it does seem to be the rule.
Unfortunately, even though Leno has Annihilator in tow, cannot check Transit Tunnel South without gravity boost. It is not workable. Energy tank in junction site. And it looks like it's Reed's turn to fight a Morbus. Because Reed has finally picked up that ventilation area A key.
Yes. So he's a ways behind, but we'll see how that Emerald Translator pays off for him when he catches up.
Absolutely. I mean, for all we know, if Emerald Translator leads to Echo Visor, that's going to be a big break for Reed. Leno's having no trouble with these underwater dashes in the meantime.
Mm-hmm. As usual in Metroid games, they intended the water to hinder you, but there are exploits we can use to make it actually better than not being underwater.
Yeah, most maybe thinking of the famous air underwater move.
Mm-hmm. And there's the gravity, there's the underwater ghetto jumps in, underwater slope jumps in Prime 1, which are so ridiculously effective. And in Super Metroid, there's the gravity jump, where you turn off your gravity suit halfway through and get this massive super jump.
Indeed, it looks like Leno is attempting to open up the Catacombs portal. This isn't a bad idea, because with this equipment, Grapple Guardian should not be too much of an issue.
Hmm.
Didn't pick up Sunburst, though. It's going to be a slightly slower fight.
Figured the Grapple Guardian's life was hard enough already. We don't need to meme on him.
Yeah, I think Reed was trying to set up for the worm skip, but didn't quite work out as envisioned. Reed being smart, though, to wait a second before... Ooh! Morbus being a little sneaky there. But yeah, Reed, back there for a second, was doing a smart move by letting a Morbus finish that firing cycle for disabling the Light Crystal, just because Morbus stops moving his head.
Aha.
Alright, Leno is taking another safety save. Alright, let's
we go. Oh, sorry, yeah.
Oop. Okay, Reed scared me for a second. I thought we were going to see a worm rave, but just managed to get the light shot in right on time. Leno is returning back to the rest of Torbis. Yep, we're only an E-tank an hour in, and it's an out-of-logic energy tank, too, because it was in Sand Canyon.
Meanwhile, Reed finally picking up the super missile.
Grabbing the Aegon energy. Yeah, I think it's a safe bet there's a key in Mining Plaza. That would be a visor upgrade. That is, that might be Echo. I need another look at it, but it's definitely a main visor. Yeah, Diggle, Leno will be having words with you after this seed. Fair warning. Leno making sure not to be, grabbed by the mean plant. And that's Dark Visor.
Aha.
Feed me, Samus!
Well, Dark Visor is good, but Echo is the one we knew they needed. So.
Yeah, Dark by itself right now isn't doing us a whole lot of good. Does Chica have something? We're not sure. We have all the keys. Two are right next to each other, Torvus Temple and Torvus Energy Controller.
With the knowledge of where Cannonball is, I might actually just make the checkup play because it seems like the logic is pointing me that way.
Ooh, you know, that would be very spicy. What is Echo required for? Mining Plaza. And we are joined by the folks coming from SpeedGaming 6. Welcome, folks. You are joining us in the middle of the third race of this Friday evening in the Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Randomizer 2021 tournament. It's a good one, folks. A Morbus was required for super missiles, and I think it's a Sky Temple key in Mining Plaza, so let that just serve as a testament to how things are going so far.
And it's looking uncomfortably like we might see Cheka too.
Oh, I'm being told that from the DCR and Bash race that you folks from SG6 are just coming over there were suits on Chica and Quadraxis.
That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. I gotta watch that.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a good one to watch for later. Lenophis, meanwhile, continuing to play Daredevil's Delight here.
Yeah, both players have been giving us heart attacks in the Dark World.
It doesn't bother me that much these days. But yeah, if Diggle, while you're here, were there any other bosses required for that seed? I'll just track them now while I've got my list.
He is keeping a master list of bosses that are required in this tournament.
Yeah, admittedly, there's a lot of matches I haven't gotten a chance to watch back.
Well, it's a long game, and there's a lot of matches in this tournament.
Yeah, that was it, okay. So Quad gets a V, and Chica gets 2 eyes. I'm using Roman numerals.
Fair enough.
DCR got 12 E-tanks. Yeah, Bash and DCR, that race, if I'm not mistaken, they G8 intermediate logic.
Oh, wow.
Have there been any all-bosses seeds since 2.5? Not that I'm aware of. Yep, and yeah, Leno wants to be careful, because that red light is glowing for Dark Torvus Temple.
Yeah.
I'm actually not sure I'm not sure how many energy tanks are expected to get into Dark Torvus Energy Controller access without Dark Visor. Leno is opening the door. This is a Chica play.
And starting the fight. I mean, I guess once you open the door, you're committed, but still.
Very interesting.
Scanning the larva because it allows you to target a part of it that you couldn't otherwise.
This is a very interesting play. Has been making some very interesting gambles, like going to lower Torvus without gravity. this Chica fight, yeah, I'm very curious to understand, to hear your thoughts in the interview about this.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting interview to be sure.
If Leno had Cannonball, it got lost when Leno used the kinetic orb cannon in the training chamber. Not training.
Yeah, but I'm almost sure neither of them has picked it up yet.
I'm pretty sure they haven't picked it up either. Yeah, Cannonball is actually very free this seed. It's in Transport B access.
So they can get it anytime they want, and that makes Lem's decision not to go back for it when it eliminates the adult Cheka fight.
Reed is progressing through Vent Area A again, and might be heading towards the Spider's Treasure. This is out of logic right now, because we don't have main power bombs. I'm actually trying to think. We have Dark Visor, so going into the Sanctuary will not delay. Sank entrance is out of play as well. We know where Spider Ball is. It's in Doom's entry, which neither of our runners have gone yet.
It's down. So we're going to see this fight without Seekers.
And I think Leonard's deciding to just, forget about it. Just use the Annihilator Beam. Skip the trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how much damage exactly it takes to stun Chica. I want to say it's 100 for phase 1. It sounds like 100. But a charged Dark Beam, I think, on a light-based creature does over 100 damage. Yeah, it looks like Leno's Annihilator is making this fight seem like much less of an issue, and Leno will get an ammo refill off the checkpoints. I'm gonna have to remember that Annihilator is fairly effective in this sequence.
Yeah.
Reed, on the other hand, has seen like Spider Ball and is going to go grab it eventually.
Yeah, well, you would.
Yeah, it's going to take the statue route. You can use the slope jump off the dead body, and I think that's in logic in the settings for slope jumps.
No, I think if it's if there's no GA, then I don't think that's in logic.
Well, no, in the beginner logic, slope jump logic, which we are running on the settings, that dead body slope jump is a valid trick.
Oh, it is? Okay.
For beginners. I think they can. Let me just try to get an ammo refill here off the checkpoint. Unfortunately, once Chico starts winding up for that attack, it's pretty much locked in.
Yeah.
And Lemon's burning a lot of ammo. There we go. The problem is, I think for phase 2 Chica, actually another 50 F or so is required to get the stun. Better be a little careful with health here. We got 2 different nail biter moments going on here.
Yeah. We don't even know if this Chica fight will be required yet.
Yeah, I mean, for all we know, this could be absolutely nothing, and we'll know for sure in about 2 minutes or so.
Yeah. So that's already 2 advantages Leno has when he comes to, Reed has when he comes to Turvis. He has the Emerald and he has the Spider Ball. If he also chooses not to fight Cheka and it's not important, then that could be decisive.
Yeah, the way I've always gone with things is if you don't have the hint to get the keys, then don't fight the boss. But we'll see. Like I said, this could be an absolute massive fucking payoff gamble.
Mm-hmm.
Chica has been also very cooperative with Leno in this instance.
Yeah.
Because we're going into phase 2, and I think Leno has more than enough light ammo to finish the job here. I'm pretty sure it's 4 charged, with 3 charged lights and a couple of single lights to finish the job.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, there's our actual first logical energy tank in cache 1.
Yeah, only an hour in.
Actually, wait a minute, no, Chica can't have... Oh, I see why Leno fought Chica now, because Leno has Dark Visor. Makes sense, actually. And it was for 5 missiles.
Oh, man.
Wah wah. Usually that happens when you get a more baited.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Leno does have to reload this room to get out. And Leno writes a
Oh,
little
man.
smiley face for good measure. Yeah, now
These
Leno's
minutes
got to
he's never
move.
getting back.
Yeah, Leno's got to move very quickly here because with 200 energy, Leno's Dark Aether time is only about 33 seconds.
Yeah.
So, looks like Leno's making mincemeat out of it, but yeah, that's tight if you don't have like Screw Attack or some other form of Dark Aether protection.
Mm-hmm. As usual, we Metroid players love to make a mockery of any steady damage sources, but it's not easy.
Looks like Reed is interested in fighting the ink for this power bomb tank. With supers in tow, they could also check Warrior's Walk, which we have not seen yet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Reed has not gone to Torvis yet, so is missing out on Annihilator Beam, which we know is in Path of Roots.
But watch this item be Seekers, just to make things even more different.
Oh, jeez. Alright, so Leno is taking an ammunition refill here. As Reed gets bowled over. Alright, so yeah, Reed's lining up for the super shot.
What the?
Yeah, unfortunately you have to hit the door on the dot, unlike Prime 1, where you can be a little off.
Yeah.
Now what Reed wants to do here is just immediately start rolling towards the door. By now the room should be loaded, so should be opening right away. There we go. Did actually very little damage. And inside Warrior's Walk we have another energy tank. Okay, makes that room a lot less
well, at least that
dangerous.
makes it easier to escape this phase on.
Yeah, and actually, that's 2 logical energy tanks, so Hazencliff is in play. So Hazencliff could actually have... well, actually, no, Hazencliff's not in play yet. We still don't have a way into Sanctuary. I'm wondering if progression is in Dark Torvis at this point, because again, it could be behind that Emerald Translator, because we have access to Underground Tunnel and Boost Guardian.
Yeah, that's true. There is a fair bit that Leno couldn't do just because he didn't have it.
Yeah, actually, this current equipment loadout leads to 5 items in that section of Torvis. It leads to, assuming Grove is out of logic due to lack of power bombs, it gives us Underground Tunnel, Meditation Vista. Actually, we can't do... I take that back. We actually can't do the Plaza items yet. We don't have Boost Ball. So they could circumvent that with Cannonball, and with Screw Attack, circumventing Orb Cannons is usually not too difficult. Now I didn't
Yeah, Screw Attack pretty much obsoletes a lot of those things.
Now Leno just save warped. I didn't see if they picked up Cannonball. They might have picked it up and are checking Plane of Dark Worship with it. Which, that'd be a great play if they are. Doesn't look important, though. So yeah, right now it's really just a matter of when Leno goes back to Ink Cache 4 for Emerald Translator. Yeah, Reed's gonna work to start now. Reed's basically done everything possible in Aegon besides Storage C. Saying Leno's house. Let me see if I can try and fix that. One moment, please.
We'll see if Reed decides to pick up the Cannonball while he's here.
Oh, if only we had Echo Visor, then we can get this.
Yeah, still no Echo. That's unfortunate. But Leno is in the right place to get his Emerald.
Alright, I've turned Leno down.
Dropping a bomb on that block for no reason.
Alright, I've turned Leno down a bit. How's that, chat? It's okay. I'm actually a professional audio operator, so...
Oh, really?
No, in all seriousness, yes, I am. I did it in local news.
Neat.
Chat saying better. Excellent. Thank you, chat.
Good.
The third commentator, as we call them.
Ah.
I don't think we've actually seen this hint in Path of Eyes that... Oh, wait, no, yeah, that's the Spider Ball hint. Never mind.
Yeah.
Thanks, game.
Which Reed doesn't need because he already got it.
Yeah, I think Leno read that hint, but never picked up Spider Ball.
Yes, that's right. That's why Leno's back here. He knows it's the Spider Ball is here.
This actually is going to work out pretty well, because Leno's going to be able to get a second logical, pair of logical energy tanks, B, in cache 4, so Emerald Translator, eventually, and C, whatever item we were just talking about, Spider Ball.
Spider Ball. But yes, he's sure to get the Emerald as well while he's here.
Warrior's Walk has an energy tank, which Leno is about to pick up because, yeah, free 200 HP refill would be really nice right about now. With this level of equipment, Boost Ball, we're only a Boost Ball away from Sank Entrance being into play, but unfortunately we have no Seeker Missiles, so we still can't go through Sanctuary yet. The Sanctuary is still entirely out of play yet, which is really surprising to say at 115. We're looking for Seeker Missiles, although they're probably... They could, well, they can't be vanilla right now because we still don't have Boost Ball. This is getting kind of ridiculous, actually.
Yeah.
You know what's in Logic, though? In Cache 2.
Where's that?
That is the Annihilator door, Vanilla Sonic Boom.
Oh.
Which Leno is heading towards. This check has been kind of 50-50 in the tournament. You know, it's a good check to make if you're on the way, but it hasn't been a common progression point so far. Not gonna be today either.
Nope.
So yeah, right now the big thing we're looking for is Boost Ball. Boost Ball and Seeker Missiles, really. And we're still, of course, on the lookout for Echo Visor, but yeah, we need Seekers to be able to check hints still. We still can't check hints, and we've only seen one Sky Temple key. Assuming...
yeah, that is unusual.
Plus the other one in Mining Plaza, assuming it was Mining Plaza. Transit Tunnel East contains a major upgrade. Ooh, that's a very interesting hint, because a major upgrade is basically anything you see on the tracker that's not a key. So that could be a suit, it could be...
Well, it could be a suit. They've got no suits still.
Yeah, it could be a suit, it could be a ball upgrade, it could be Seekers if we find Gravity first. But that is hard Gravity locked.
By the way, a notification just popped up. Those of you who are interested in Prime 1 might be interested to know that we have some very exciting new developments in the Discord lately. We've got Plando, which means you can put items where you want, and Arrow Razor is currently working on a bingo system, which has so far proved to be a lot of fun. So if you're into Prime 1, check out the Discord. And if you're not, check out the Discord anyway, because it's an awesome Discord. We have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll throw the Discord in chat real quick.
Yeah. All 3 Prime games currently have randomizers, and we do lots of weird, wacky things with them.
Yeah, major props to Gala for all the hard work on the Prime 3 randomizer that got finished in, I want to say, early November.
Yeah, Gollop's a machine.
Ooh, Echo is one room away from Gathering Hall. Ooh, that's a problem. So it's either in Transit Tunnel South. That's all it could be. It's in Transit Tunnel South.
What
Oh,
do
it's
they need for
Annihilator
that?
and Gravity locked.
Gravity. Okay, so gravity boost just became required.
Yeah, it sure did. That'll complicate things.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
But we already suspected we would need it because there were a couple of other things that seemed important that were gravity locked.
Indeed.
One more retank for Reed, always welcome.
Any news on Seekers? Nope, the Emerald hints have been useful so far, but no Seekers hints. And it looks like Reed's thinking about Boost Guardian. But realizes, wait, Meditation Vista has an item.
Yeah, worth getting that first.
I don't know if it's just my Dolphin, but this portal tends to be slightly unfriendly. That would be Gravity.
Oh ho!
How convenient.
Yeah, we were just talking about you, gravity boost.
Oh yeah, that's definitely Gravity. And what is that in Hall of Combat Mastery? We're seeing Spider's Treasure from Leno
I
out
think
of
that's an
logic.
STK.
It is definitely
Yeah,
an STK.
STK.
The nice thing about that STK being where it is, unfortunately, the quad just destroyed the platform. So Leno will not be able to board that platform to get this item.
Yeah, quads are jerks.
Yep, they are. And without Boost Ball, we actually... there's two ways to take out quad legs. Either with the intended strat of Boost Ball and then bombs or boost under their legs, or alternatively, you can screw attack into it.
Yeah.
For some...
And if you don't have either, you can wait a year for it to use its laser attack, and then the thing pops out while it's doing that. But, again, you're counting on that to happen. So.
Yeah, that'll generally happen if the quad is out of range and has just done the tornado attack thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure what that was in Calling Chamber, but it looked like Leno wasn't interested. Leno is actually on a very dangerous HP amount for Hazing Cliff here. Does fall down the cliff in order to remove the cliff, and is rewarded with an Inghive key.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's not going to do us any good.
Yeah, we don't need it.
Getting a portal chamber check here from Reed, which is... more missiles. This is actually getting kind of ridiculous. So Emerald Translator, it should be noted, I don't think Leno went back to Incash 4 for Emerald Translator. So that's actually a big problem.
That could be important.
It is a big problem right now for Leno.
Yeah.
Because Leno is now missing out on, with that, Gravity Boost, the knowledge of Echo Visor, the fact that Echo Visor needs gravity. Leno is trying to get an instant morph here in order to grab onto the spider track. Unfortunately, I think Leno might be angling a little too far. Basically, you want to do that.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's a great trick because it saves you doing all the morph ball puzzles in this room.
And the morph ball puzzles in this room take a very long time, and actually could prove soft lockable if you have Cannonball.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I heard about that.
Alright, Reed, however, is going to be given Dark Visor in a second here. Unfortunately, he does have to climb back up. Does not have Grapple Beam. One of the few occasions in this game where Grapple Beam is actually quite useful.
Yeah, Screw Attack almost obsolete. You need to gain a bunch of height, and there's a grapple point. Grapple is better.
Pretty much. These crates tend to be loaded with, like, double power-ups. Like, I saw a blue energy within the bounds of that power bomb tank.
Reed just got sporbed.
Missile-related upgrade in Hive Dynamo, and speaking of that, more missiles in Dynamo Works itself. You know, that could be Seekers. Although, this area is still all out of logic until we find either main power bombs or Seeker missiles, so... if we find main power bombs in Sank, that's actually a very telling clue.
Yes. At least once in this tournament, by the way, They did not have Spider Ball when they got to Hall of Combat Mastery, and so they had to actually do the Morph Ball puzzle.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think you mean Space Jump. Because Spider Ball is needed for the Morph Ball puzzle.
Oh, yes, of course, you're right. They didn't have Space Jump.
If you don't have Spider Ball, though, there is a way to do it without Spider with a precise screw attack into the end of the track.
Ah. That must be tricky, because anytime you screw attack into a morph hole, you are out of bounds at least for a second.
Yeah, because technically the screw attack is a Morph Ball. You actually can't screw attack if you don't have Morph Ball.
Huh. That is really weird.
To answer your question, did Lena go back for Spider Ball? I hope so.
He went back. I forget whether he got Spider Ball or not. Unfortunately, in this game, you can't tell by looking. But yes, he got Spider because we saw him use it in Hall of Combat.
Right,
so
yeah,
I'll mark that, sorry.
Alright, so let's see what Leno decides to do here. Leno is going to prepare to check Watch Station here. Yeah, after defeating the Resbits, I would recommend doing the Watch Station check first, because if you go to Vault, the Resbits will reload, and you don't want to do that.
Hmm.
Okay. Ooh, nails the instant morph onto the spider track.
Yes, nicely done.
You can tell if you have Spider Ball with Dark Suit, because Spider Ball on Dark Suit has a distinct red yo-yo circle on the sides, whereas Boost does not.
Oh, it does? Okay.
That's another way
so
you can
once
tell
again,
from
they
the
were...
pickup.
Yeah, once again, they only did the modeling halfway, so you can only tell if the Spider Ball is there in certain suits.
Watch Station Access having a Sky Temple key. Yet another reason we need Spider Ball. We're gonna get an aerial training site check here. 2 items up for grabs. You think Leno's just gonna take the gamble and fight Quad? it's tech. To Leno, it's not in logic without Echo Visor, but you can absolutely do it without Echo Visor. Looks like a pair of missile tanks. By the way, make sure to collect an energy transfer module, otherwise your run won't be valid.
I think that after getting burned by Chika, Leno is going to avoid Quad at all costs.
Probably. We actually haven't even seen a Quad or Umos 2 hint, or the Amorbus hint for that matter. We've seen a lot of hints so far, none of them have been our guaranteed boss hints.
Yeah, those are always in the game somewhere, so keep looking.
There's 22 hints total, 4 of the guaranteed bosses, 3 of the red keys, which we've only seen, I think, the Torvus ones, and 2 of them are jokes. So that's 9 minus 22 minus 9, that's only 13 unique items that can be hinted at, and one of them we know was super missiles already, so make that 12. Although, the problem with this is we're running out of potential intel at the rate we're going, because we've got the 3 hints in Lower Torvus, the 1 Amber hint in Mining Station B, and the 6 Cobalt hints. So we already know 6 of those hints are taken. So we're only actually going to get hints for 4 more unique items, plus proximity hints if they point to anything else unique.
Just a missile in those in that column.
Hey, there's Dark Burst.
Huh.
What's that up
well,
there?
we've got all our beam combos then.
And there's Cobalt Translator in main. Oh wait, that's what hinted at. Never mind.
Aha.
Which is really good, because now Leno has 5 hints available, because the Sank Entrance one's out of play. Cache B contains the grapple
each of them now has 1 translator, the other doesn't.
Yeah, although right now Cobalt isn't gonna be the biggest progression here. That would be an Inghine Medium Transit Station.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Because we've already got all 3 of the other 2. It should be noted that, once again, Leno is still out of logic right now.
Mm-hmm.
That would be another missile tank. However, if Seekers or main power bombs, it can only be one or the other, show up here, that is going to be very telling for where the other one is.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Seekers show up here, then your way in is main power bombs. If power bombs show up here, your way is through Seekers. Let's see. A suit is 3 rooms away from the missile launcher, and the missile launcher was in... It was actually not in a, like, particularly immediate location, actually, now that I think about it. It was in Sand Cache, so 3 rooms
Right,
away
yeah.
would place it in... Let me
What if
see.
it's the one in Mining Plaza?
Yeah, that's it. That's what the hint was pointing to, Mining Plaza.
And that explains why these runners want it.
Quad is guarding Inghive Key 1.
Thank you very much, Quad. We appreciate you not being required.
That happened a couple times this week.
A little difference between the Prime 1 and 2 randomizers is that Prime 1 always guarantees you can get all the items, but Prime 2 will sometimes lock an item with itself if it's not otherwise required.
Does it mean Umos 2 is also dead? No, Umos 2 could absolutely have a Sky Temple key.
That's why we have a hint for Umos 2.
Now, I think actually there's 2 major upgrades here, Echo and something else. Yeah, there's the other suit.
Aha!
Now, interestingly, both suits were hinted, which makes me suspect that Light Suit may be required.
Hmm.
Reed is going to get another...
Finally a suit on one player after 130.
Yeah, Reed is about to... oh, Reed's going back into Catacombs, not electing to read the training chamber hint. Oh wait, I think Reed read the training chamber hint and is going to transit the tunnel south now to get Echo Visor. Yeah, to answer a question, chat, you can get to Quad with Annihilator and Skewer Attack through the vault side entrance.
Yeah, there's some Ingstorm there, but you can get through it with only a little help.
Yeah. Which is probably what the game is expecting you... Although that might be what the game is expecting you to have Light Suit for. Probably not, though. It might be something else. But yeah, with the knowledge of Echo Visor that we do have, Quad is absolutely, Quad and by extension Umos 2 is absolutely in play.
In theory, the game expects you to have Light Suit for the light warps that are needed, but one interesting point is that the thing that looks like a light warp to take you to Sky Temple isn't really one. You can go through it without the Light Suit.
Yeah, the same goes for all the warps, actually.
What, really?
Yeah, you just have to pick up the item to enable warping.
Huh.
And there's our Echo Visor.
About time.
So that's access to the other suit, which actually makes sense based on the audio cue hint that I thought about earlier. I figured the item was too small, was a little on the large side for the aura. I figured it might have been a suit, but we couldn't get the best angle earlier, even with the bot. So right now, I think the checks we're thinking about right now that we might have to worry about are Sank Map Station, Fortress Transport Access, basically any of the Light Suit checks we might need to think about now. We're still looking for a potentially Boost Ball. Although, actually, I'm trying to think about it. Do you need Boost Ball to get to Vault Side Sank? Not necessarily. No, you can get away without Boost from Vault Side Sank.
It's surprising we haven't seen it yet, though.
It is very surprising we haven't seen it, especially since we're seeing all the extra labs checks here. And they're still not coming out with anything besides missile tanks. But yeah, to access the like energy controller warps, you actually don't need lights, so you just need to pick up Umos 2's item.
Oh, okay, so the Umos 2's item, whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever it is, regardless, it unlocks the warps.
The one you take to the Sky Temple doesn't even need that, though.
Nope. The keys to Hive Temple are irrelevant. Both in all in Inghive and Sank, though. Which we've now seen the Sank, one of the Sank and one of the Inghive ones. Again, not that it really matters, but... What is that down there? Another E-Tank. Although I gotta say, Lower Torvus has been pretty loaded so far with two very good hints, and 2 very important items. We think. You know, Seekers could be light suit locked at this point. It's actually getting kind of ridiculous. Seekers or Boost could be light suit locked. And yeah, we're kind of like running out of checks here. Because again, Senk is out of play. And we've now cleared Lower Torvis. We haven't seen Dark Lower Torvis. Reed's deciding to not show us that. Reed might be off to go get Light Suit. Let's see. Leno is about to run into Emerald Translator, though, for sure this time.
Ah, taking the warp.
Yeah, there's no easy way to Aegon without Secret Missiles, so yep, Reed's gonna have to take the long way. You know what other check we haven't seen yet? Phase on ground should be in play.
Ah, yes.
We have Emerald Translator, which, Emerald Translator, Dark World Access, and some kind of grapple, which we have, is enough to get us over there.
Leno finally getting the Emerald Translator.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain at this point Leno feels behind.
Yeah. Little knowing that he was solidly ahead for at least the first half hour.
Yeah, it's just been a very interesting scene for both runners, just trying to figure out where, because it's not common that we don't have most of the ball upgrades in an hour and a half in, and we're still missing Secret Missiles. It's not common that we're missing this many items at this point in time, unless it's the 7 o'clock race, which, since we have a few minutes while they're kind of stepping over each other's checks, why don't we talk about that for a split second here?
Sure. As soon as I finished noting that Reed amused us just a moment ago by accidentally shooting the wrong beam at that portal.
Yeah, that can happen. I've done it too.
Okay, so the 7 race.
So, the 7 p.m. race had bombs in Portal Chamber. Get this as the chain to pick that up. So, Sphere Zero had Seekers, Power Bombs, Screw Attack, and Amber Translator. Amber Translator led to Dark Beam and Sand Cache, and Space Jump was someplace relatively smooth. A Hive Chamber B, so Power Bombs could get that. Annihilator was in Storage D, locked by Dark Beam. Boost Ball was in Doomed Entry, which you needed Annihilator B to get back from. Spider Ball was in Hall of Honor Dead, which you needed Boost Ball to get, and 3 Power Bombs. Light Beam was in Sank Entrance.
Oh.
Locked by all of those ball upgrades. Supers were in Sand Canyon, behind Light Beam. And Bombs were in Portal Chamber.
So what sphere was that finally on?
I want to say 7? And just to... Oh, yeah, Leno, you don't have Seekers yet.
Oh, poor guy.
Leno is attempting the Screw Attack method, though. Yeah, these locks are vulnerable to Screw Attack for some stupid reason.
What? Retro, what were you smoking?
But yeah, and on top of that, once bombs were acquired, they led to visors and gravity boost, because gravity was needed for a Aegon key on Alpha Blob. And Mining Plaza had a Sky Temple key.
That is a truly amazing seed there.
I'm actually going to go ahead and switch the audio to Reed real quick, just because, double check something.
Yeah, it's still really, I think, really hard to say who's ahead, but he does seem to have a slight edge.
I would say it's actually a pretty big edge, considering the knowledge that's been gained and the fact that, yep, there's that other suit.
Yeah.
I must have mistook the edge of the S for the orb rotation of a Sky Temple key. That's probably what threw me off. I knew the audio cue didn't add up. But yeah, so that's the little tidbit about the 7 o'clock race. Alright, Reed is now safety saved that light suit and is warping to start, probably to go immediately to Fortress Transport Access.
Yeah, many options now with the light suit.
Yeah, because at this point we have... I mean, we still have a potential vanilla boost guardian. Screw attack is enough to give you the item on the half pipe.
That's right.
We have Fortress Transport Access. We know Defiled Shrine is a Morph Ball related upgrade. Oh, it could totally be Defiled Shrine. You don't need Seekers to get to Defiled Shrine. Remember how we were saying very early on that could be anything? Oh,
I don't actually know
we
what
go.
Defiled Shrine is. Where is that?
It's right before Sky Temple Gateway. It's Dark Landing Site.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That does not need Boost Ball. Looks like Leno is going to go check Phazon grounds.
Well, someone should.
And no Echo in tow, so Leno will not be able to add on Profane Path.
Hmm.
That's alright, this channel's PG anyway. Could you imagine if somebody replaced hitting the Echo locks in that room with sensor beeps? That's actually something
with Pyro,
that was...
he's sure to do it.
That was actually something that was done in the Sonic Adventure 2 randomizer. Like, occasionally,
Oh, yeah?
Okay, Phazon Grounds was junk, Leno's resetting it. Occasionally the game would call files that are technically not sound files in the game's code, and whenever that happens, it plays a sensor beep.
Oh, weird.
I'm not sure if that's a, like, actual game thing, that just those files would never be called up, or... Looks like that's a Sky Temple key in... War Ritual Grounds Reed.
Yeah, I mean,
the cache has a
get it.
Morph Ball related system.
Oh, no, he
Well-
can't get that. That's a Seeker Lock, isn't it?
No, it's a Super's Lock. The Seeker Lock
Oh,
is
it
to
is.
get to the Sky Temple itself to read the hints.
Well, yes, I mean, you want the hints.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have Seekers yet still. This is getting ridiculous. Where are these Seeker missiles? This is why we want Seekers to be the logical first missile launcher. The Sky Temple key is a Seeker Lock, but Defiled Shrine isn't. Yeah, that's why Reed didn't go after it. That's a great key 9, though.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, actually.
This is going to be very painful if Defiled Shrine is actually Boost Ball, because at this point, the only remaining hints that could be looked at are Cobalt, and we've seen a couple of them already. And I don't think we can actually get that much more usable intel, given we haven't seen the boss hints. Well, actually, we saw the quad hint, but we haven't seen the Yumos, Tube, Chica, or Amorphous hint specifically. So we're down to 3...
Yeah, so that takes up several of the remaining hints.
And the Aegon key hint. So actually, I think we're basically out of usable intel at this point. There's one hint maybe that might point to an item, but I think we only have one more hint of usable intel at best.
Hmm.
And ideally, it would point to Seeker missiles. But if that's the case, it's going to be either in... The hint that we're looking for is either... Actually, wait a minute. Didn't we see the watch station hint too? So... We've seen 3 hints. We've seen 3 hints in Sank. There's 3 left.
I think the watch station hint may have been the one for Echo Visor.
No, Reed's the one who read that hint, because it was in Lower Torvis.
Okay.
Reed read all 3 of the Lower Torvis and all 3 of the Upper Torvis hints. So yeah. Oh, Reed's doubling back out of the temple. I think Reed was thinking Boost Guardian, but might have just thought about Defiled Shrine. But we'll see what the story is in a minute here. They're kind of high-fiving, actually. When marbles collide, I guess. Alright, Leno is about to go venture into Underground Tunnel and start reading some good intel. But we also haven't seen Upper Dark Torvis yet, and we could have usable items in Poison Bog. Actually, Poison Bog I think is missile-related. Cache B we know is Grapple. Venomous Pond... Oh, didn't we see Venomous Pond already? I think we have, yeah. This is Leno realizing that Echo is grav-locked in TTS.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but Boost Ball gives you such a tremendous burst of speed going through Torvis Grove. It must have something to do with the half-pipe.
Yeah, probably that would be it. Glad to see Leno finally getting some E-tags.
Yeah, Leno's been cutting it close, but none of them have taken any deaths or even had to stay put for that long period of time.
Finally, Leno sees his gravity boost.
I mean, it has the same.
By the way,
effects
if you want to see
gravity,
this,
to be fair.
if you want to see this item obtained with a cool roll jump, again, watch some of Jagger's races because he likes to show that off too.
But yeah, I'm just trying to think. I actually don't think, and we can't even access the Mining Station B hint. I think we're basically out of usable intel because I think the remaining hints are all gonna be guaranteed hints.
Well, I guess the players will be back to Prime 1 methods, go where the most checks are.
Pretty much. Because yeah, I'm fairly certain I remember seeing Leno check the Dark Torvis checks already. So yeah, I don't think Reed's gonna find them here. Gee, I don't know. I mean, without Boost Ball, they can't be in Sank Entrance. Did we establish if Poison Ball was missile related or not? I think we did. I think we did say it was missile related.
Oh, if so, they should definitely check it.
And it looks like Leno's making the play to Boost Guardian.
Aha.
And what is that? A missile tank. And Poison Bog has a dark ammo tank. It was beam related. Never mind.
Ah, well.
You ever hear the tale? By the way, Reed scanned that creature. You ever hear the tale, the tragedy of Darth Flogus the Wise?
Sounds vaguely familiar.
I thought not. It's not a story the Federation would tell you. It's a Chozo legend.
Wait, did Leno just reset?
Yes, because there's no way out of Boost Guardian. Well, there is a way out of Boost Guardian without Boost, but it's not ideal. And apparently,
okay.
Boost Guardian was not vanilla.
No, that was an STK.
Oh, it was an ST. Well, unfortunately, it wasn't Boost, which means no way out.
Yeah,
that is a
so
problem.
Leno will have to go back and do that again.
Ooh, that's even more painful.
Yeah.
Alright, Reed's taking
I'm just going
another
to take
save.
2 minutes and... Sorry, I'm just going to take 2 minutes and use the washroom. If you could let me know if I miss any items when I get back.
Sure.
Thanks. Be right back.
Ideally, Reed won't pick up Grapple Beam here. Oh, you know what? Reed hasn't... That was a Cobalt hint. So Reed wouldn't know this is Grapple Beam. Reed, whatever you do, don't fight Chica. Chica's only got a missile. Okay, he's not going for the ammo refill. But yeah, at this point we're down to basically light suit checks, and now we know Boost Guardian doesn't have any major items. Yeah, we're down to light suit checks. Fortress transport access. We know Poison Bog is useless now. I can't remember if we established whether Dark Oasis was missile related. Oh, Reed's getting the ammo fill. This isn't good. This is indicative of a potential Chica play. I think Reed was thinking about it for a second, but decided not to. Whew. Sigh of relief. When we know Quad doesn't have Seekers, Quad only has one of his own keys. Umos 2, we could have Seekers on Umos 2, but the only thing is, if that's the case, we have to find main power bombs outside of Sank. Alright, Leno, meanwhile, is going to be picking up the treasure trove of that is Lower Torvis. Should be noted, neither runner decided to check any of the Lower Torvis checks. None of them check Grapple Guardian, none of them check Power Bomb Guardian, and both of those are in play. We could have stuff on Alpha Blog, too. Yeah, we don't have a logical way into Sanctuary. No sign of Seekers, no sign of main power bombs. And I mean no sign. We're not even getting a hint for them at this point. I'm trying to think of where the missile-related key bearers were. Sheesh.
Okay, I'm back. Any items?
Oh, wait a minute. Leno just picked up Echo Visor, but we just saw from a hint from Leno that power bombs are in Fortress Transport Access. Seekers are totally in Sanctuary. And they were totally light suit locked. I'm surprised Reed... Did Reed get that hint? Reed may not have gotten that hint. Reed might be heading in that direction, though, so we'll get that hint. We're not sure if it's boosted in Defiled Shrine. It could be. But, and the interesting thing is we've seen a lot of Sank already, so there's not a whole lot of places Seekers could be in. Except, let's see, Sank Map, Spider Guardian, ew. The Ing Reliquary hints, it doesn't matter, we need Seekers to get in there anyway, and it wasn't Morph Ball related, I don't think.
So did we get an actual hint for Seekers, or are you just talking about elimination?
No, I'm just, process of elimination here. But, yeah, Leno, I don't think Reed saw the Fortress Transport Access hint. Yeah, chat's confirming missile-related upgrade as well, and Reliquary needs Seekers anyway, so... Leno's seeing that other suit.
Yeah. Nearly 2 hours in, he finally gets his first suit.
And has the ability to get light. Now let's see if Leno decides to stay in Torvis and check the Dark Torvis items. The other suit is in Mining Plaza.
Pretty out of his way at the moment.
Well, Reed's about to get the very bad news that Boost Guardian is required but not obtainable.
Yeah.
Now this is one of those cases where at this point, knowing what the circumstances are, I would have grabbed Cannonball by now.
I was going to say, it would certainly be useful at the moment.
Yeah, that's definitely another thing I'm going to definitely ask for the interview is like, was Cannonball on your mind at this point?
Hmm.
Looks like Leno is gonna double back for the C-Tank, open up the door
Good.
to...
I was a little annoyed when he passed right by it.
Well, as long as you're not taking any damage between before and after you pick it up.
Yeah. Powerbomb didn't quite finish off Boosty here.
Well, Boosty has the same properties as Jump Guardian, where you have to still fire a lemon or something after he comes out of the goop to finish him off.
Okay.
Oh, that stop means I suspect something in the race time. Nope. No, they've actually been pretty quiet after Leno promised there would be words with Diggle. But Leno, on the subject of Leno is going to check Alpha Blog.
Yep. He also just picked up Dark Burst, but there's nowhere to mark that on the tracker. So.
Nope. It's kind of useless. That's a missile tank. Diggle, it was in response to, I believe, the suit in Mining Plaza. It was while you were still calming the DCR bash race.
Right. The runners could see that, but we had no idea what it was for quite a while.
We thought at first it was a Sky Temple key, but then the audio cue didn't match, so it was like, well, it's got to be something important. Otherwise, they wouldn't be.
But we didn't know for sure until we got the hint.
That is a Dark Ammo tank in lower Under Temple. Now, Powerbomb Guardian's perfectly in play without boost, so a little painful, but not completely undoable.
Yep.
Should be fairly trivial from a damage perspective with 5 E-Tanks in Dark Suit, but still gonna be annoying.
Another spot where Cannonball might have been nice.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those seeds where Cannonball would... this is definitely one of those Cannonball in place of Boost Ball ideal seeds.
Yep. But I was thinking more in terms of being invulnerable for this fight.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. Yeah, one thing that you would have... Two things that you would basically have to give up your Cannonball for is... one is Airy, because the glass leading to Airy is actually not vulnerable to Cannonball damage. It's only vulnerable to Boost Ball damage. And Cannonball does take priority. The other thing is, you better not destroy the main gyro without completing the Echo puzzle with Cannonball. Otherwise, you're just going to stare at the item and you can't interact with it. And that'd be a really unfortunate way to lose an item and potentially hardlock a seed.
Yeah.
Alright, so Reed's in a good position here. Reed's about to go and possibly read that Gathering Hall hint, which will tell them about power bombs. I'm actually surprised Leno didn't immediately double back for Light Suit, knowing where main power bombs and by extension Sank access are.
Yeah, but like I said, it was pretty far out of his way.
True. And without Seekers, again, there's no easy way to Aegon. It looks like Reed's just gunning straight for Alpha Blog. So yeah, it's really not easy to tell who's ahead at this point, because they're both basically looking all over the place for progression. But Leno's at least valid.
The ETM, alright.
The item that literally does nothing. Have we seen Hall of Honor dead? No, we have not, but it's unobtainable anyway without Boost Ball.
The beauty of the ETM is that I actually have something for it on the tracker, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it used to be actually like a red-looking key, but that was removed. It could be Vanilla Seekers with Boost and Sank. But if Boost isn't Sank, then it can't be on Spider Guardian. And it can't be behind Quad either, because I don't think the game expects you to finish Quad without Boost. Seekers could be on Umos too, though. If Boost shows up in Sank.
That would be just amazing. I do see your point about the boost ball properties of Cannonball for this fight. It certainly does make the spider ball travel smoother.
Yeah, both runners are basically kind of holding hands for a little bit with this Dark Lord Torvus play.
Yeah, I mean, they're not quite in the same place. It's more like socially distanced holding hands, keeping at a good 6 foot distance.
Yeah, it's more like 6 meters. But, yep, Leno is on the Grapple Guardian fight, one of the occasions where Sunburst is useful. Was there even an audio cue for that item? I didn't hear anything.
You mean the ETN?
Yeah. Hang on, I want to
Yeah, I
hear
don't
this
think
for
so
a
either.
second. Yeah, I would have heard some by now. There's just absolutely no audio cue for the ETM. Fascinating.
That's beautiful.
And no sign of boost
And
ball on Grapple Guardian.
yeah, just light ammo.
We'll check under Transit 1 now. What are we looking for? Seekers and boost ball. Yeah, there's just no audio cue tied to the energy transfer module. That's good to know.
That's perfect.
And that would be a Sky Temple key in Under Transit 1, so something we would like to see, but otherwise not important.
Yep.
Or otherwise, not important is the wrong choice of words. Otherwise, not what we're looking for.
It's not progress.
Yeah. You know where I think our progression is either on Sank Map or in... we could have Airy. We could have Seekers in Airy. Something in Airy, because I don't think we need... yeah, I don't think... Oh yeah, technically you need Boost Ball for Airy, because to move the Spider Track in Dark Airy, you need Boost Ball. So yeah, I think, and not to mention to break the glass to Airy, you need Boost Ball as well. So yeah, Boost can't be an Airy. Once we do get Boost Ball, which, I mean, to be fair, we've been pointing at the file trying for a good hour and a half now.
Yeah.
Once we do get Boost Ball, Seekers could be in a very large number of locations. And unfortunately, the majority of them are not good.
Hmm.
Do we need Boost Ball for Hive Entrance? We do not. Yeah, Hive Entrance only needs... Hive Entrance I don't think even needs Spider Ball. It just needs Power Bombs. Unfortunately, the Hive Entrance Keybearer is actually really stupid. The Hive Entrance Keybearer doesn't show up until Dark Samus has destroyed the bridge. But that doesn't happen until you defeat Spider Guardian.
That is stupid.
But yeah, we're running out of checks here. We've already seen that hint for Transit Tunnel East. Reed may actually have scanned the Power Bomb hint, but it is just actively skipping it. Chat mentioned Reed might not need it because they have Power Bombs anyway, which is a good point. They have 4 Power Bombs already, so they really don't need the mains. It is great for confirming logic, though. So yeah.
Just imagine if that hint you need Spider Guardian to get is for the one item you would never get without the hint. You must too.
Are you talking about the Hive Dynamo Works hint?
No, you said that you have to beat Spider Guardian to activate a cutscene to get the hint from that key. Oh, it's a Keybearer, right?
From a Keybearer, yeah. The Keybearer doesn't spawn until Dark Samus destroys the bridge.
Yeah, right. So Keybearer hints would not be you must too. Never mind.
And Diggle points out another reason we haven't seen Hall of Honor dead. We don't have Boost Ball or Seeker Missiles. There's no easy way in.
Hmm.
And it
looks like Leno's finally picking up the cannonball. There we go.
So yeah, now Leno just has to make sure to not take a kinetic orb cannon, otherwise the game will perform its intended function and take away Cannonball upon collision with anything.
Yep, and if he ever needs to reset, then that'll take it away as well.
Yeah, so basically you can't reload your file in any way. Quit your game in any way is a better term.
Warping back to the start does not take it away, though.
Yes. Because warping to start, thankfully, still keeps you in the game. By the way, Dark Splinters are vulnerable to Cannonball. Oh, Leno's looking at the flying ink cache hints. Yeah, just saw that Defiled Shrine was Morph Ball related. That is, honestly, in all likelihood, that is probably where Boost Ball is at this point.
Yeah, I mean, what else could it be? Oh, Power Bomb expansion, I guess.
It could be a Power Bomb tank, but given what we know and given how many checks we've seen in Sanctuary already, because we've seen basically the full loop, with the exception of main gyro, there's not a whole lot left in Sank left. But Leno is about to grab Light Suit. Oh, you know where Boost Ball could be that we've neglected this whole time? Feeding Pit.
Oh, right. That has the ink store.
It's a dark water check, and you can't sink in dark water until you have Light Suit.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was thinking of a different spot.
You're thinking of, what's it called? Dark Oasis. Which,
Yeah.
to be fair, is open now because we have defeated Power Bomb Guardian. Picking up the Power Bomb Guardian item is required, so you actually have to validate to get the item in Dark Oasis. The in-cache won't spawn otherwise.
Right, which is why they always have to do Power Bomb Guardian in vanilla runs, because that's what does it.
Looks like Leno is making a beeline straight for Dark Oasis. Not Dark Oasis, well, possibly Dark Oasis, but primarily Feeding Pit.
Feeding Pit. Water outside Dark Turvis. Meanwhile, Grapple Guardian about to meet a terrible fate on Reed's side as well.
What are you talking about? There's no moon crashing in this game. Although if you want another randomizer where random sound effects are implemented and it's amazing, Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time randomizer. Really good about that.
I have been meaning to check them out.
And I think Reed is trying to conserve light beam ammo, but isn't stunning Grapple Guardian. And Feeding Pit was an energy tank.
Oh.
Useless.
Well, let's try Dark Oasis then.
This seed is so dumb.
It's a dumb seed.
I'm sure our runners tonight would agree with me. I'm sure all of our runners tonight, for the most part, agree. Because the seeds tonight, in general, have just been atrocious. Apparently at the 8:30 seed, we had Chica and Quad having keys.
Well, that sounded amazing.
I already gave the story about the 7 o'clock seed. Energy tank in Battleground.
And E-Tank here too!
Fun fact, if you have light
Nothing is anywhere.
Yeah, no, we're really starting to run out of checks here. The problem is all the remaining checks are all spread out. But but yeah, another fun Echoes trivia fact, if you have Light Suit but not Dark Suit, the fog sound effect from the Ink Claws still plays. You don't take damage.
Oh yeah,
from
that's
it, but it
hilarious.
still
You see
plays.
that in vanilla runs sometimes.
It's like, Samus, can you turn your hairdryer off? Did Poison Bog have a Sky Temple key? I can't remember actually. Oh, they had suits in in the 8 p.m. in the 8:30 race. Okay.
It is pretty much 100% seed, yeah.
I think is confused as well. Might be about to realize about Boost Ball.
Hmm.
Oh, Reed never scanned that hint. That's why Reed never went to Defiled Shrine the first time. Wow, that took me a long time to connect the dots on. I think both runners may have just connected the dots at the same time here.
That would be funny.
But Reed is going to take a safety save to preserve the items. It's a good idea to save often, especially just, you never know. Echoes is usually pretty stable, but especially on Dolphin, it can still crash a couple times.
Yeah, and we have seen a few tragedies this tournament already.
We have. But yeah, I am like 99.9% sure at this point that Boost Ball is in Defiled Shrine.
Well, we'll see soon enough.
But Leno's going to go get main power bombs by the looks of things. But yeah, those main power bombs were behind Light Suit, which was behind Gravity, which was behind Screw Attack and Echo Visor. It's like, I didn't get a chance to write down the logic chain for this one. I don't think it's as complex as 7 o'clock, but, oh boy.
It's no slouch.
Okay, yeah, Leno didn't dupe the crate. Yeah, don't open this door, by the way, if the yellow crate is still on screen with those pirates, or still in GFMC with those pirates. That might actually cause a game crash.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that one.
It happened to DCR in one of the bracket races. Or was it a bracket race, or was it a tourney? Was it a Swiss race? I can't remember. Ooh, we're getting... Oh, I forgot about this hint. Which is the Aegon Temple hint. Thanks, game.
Game.
And we can actually get one more Cobalt hint in the form of the Sank entrance hint. Oh,
Right.
We've completely neglected Profane Path. Actually, there's no point listening for audio cues left. We know that the last Dinghive key isn't here. Could be a Sky Temple key. I think this is an item, though. I don't think it's a Sky Temple key. But yeah, this could also have progression.
Yeah, it certainly could.
And survey says... Missile tank. Ugh.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh yeah, by the way, Cannonball just utterly annihilates those mini thingies.
That must be satisfying.
One minor problem here. Leno is going to have to use the, to stand on top of the post here, and then Screw Attack to the ledge, otherwise this is going to be a Cannonball sack. Which I think, thankfully, is what he's doing.
Okay, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, Leno should be okay, but just has to deal with the pirates.
Yeah. Don't fall into the orb when you morph, Leno.
Alright, yep, Leno's okay.
Good.
Now, what does Sank Entrance have for us? Locked by Boost Ball. It's missile-related. And it's not being opened up all the way. So, looks like Leno's just reading the Cobalt hint. So, I'm assuming missile tank.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
What a seed.
Let's see. A missile system can be found in temple grounds. Unfortunately, I think that's referring to missile launcher.
Most likely.
Is it? Wait, no, hold on
No,
a
no,
minute.
wait. It
No,
wasn't
the
in
missile
Temple Grounds,
launcher.
was it?
The missile launcher was in Sand Cache.
It was in Sand Cache. Or Sand, yeah.
Wait, hold on. We need to think this through. Oh my god, it's Vanilla Seekers. It is Vanilla Seekers. There's no other Temple Grounds checks left.
Amazing.
So Leno can get it. Leno's got boost through to Cannonball.
Yeah, but logically, he had to have. He needs the main boost ball. So, do we still not know where that is?
We still don't know where that is, and at this point, in Leno's case, as long as Leno doesn't sail right into that, okay. It doesn't matter. But there is a space jump you can do to get up here. Assuming, of course, the vase isn't destroyed by bees. Which I don't think it can be,
But where could it possibly be?
Sank map station?
Yeah, that could be it.
It can't be Umos 2, thankfully. Umos 2 can be ruled dead. Probably Defiled Shrine. Reed's about to go get it.
Okay, let's see that.
Which, the crazy thing is, that's right next to Seeker missiles. They're actually both going to basically be able to finish. They're basically going to be able to finish. They're going to be in go mode as soon as they get Seekers, regardless. Because they don't have any more unique items left. They've regardless of where the STKs are, they're going to be able to get them all. It's just going to be a matter of. And I would like to also point out to the audience that hint has been available ever since we got Emerald Translator, which was an in-cache 4.
So wait, there's an Emerald hint in Sank?
No, the Emerald Translator lets you get to the Fortress Transport Access hint.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, this has to be Boost Ball at this point, unless it's in Sank map, which I highly doubt. Okay.
No, it's a PD expansion.
Never mind, it's in Sank.
This seed never runs out of ways to surprise us. Wow.
Hang on, Blake did miss something. What did Leonard just look for in Plane of Dark Warship?
Not sure.
Turned right. Oh no, he just looked at it. Never mind. So yeah, at this point, and I don't think Reed's picked up Cannonball yet.
No, that's true. He has not done that.
Yeah, that's actually going to bite Reed real hard right now.
Is it ever?
Because at this point, Leno is... Leno?
What are you doing, Leno?
Is going to Aegon. Like, I'm not crazy, right? Missiles were in Sand Cache?
Yeah, they definitely were.
So yeah, the only Temple Grounds check we have left is Vanilla Seekers. We've seen Wind Chamber. We've seen GFMC. We've seen Wind Chamber Gate. We've seen Dynamo Chamber. We've seen Comm Area. Yeah, it has to be Vanilla Seekers.
More important, it's definitely not in Aegon, so Leno, what on God's green earth are you doing?
Yeah, I can't wait for this interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leno definitely didn't get Seekers while we weren't looking. Seekers take way more than 2 minutes to grab.
Mm-hmm.
Leno's going back to Vent Area A, probably going to Sank. Wow, this looks so much prettier after returning the Aegon energy. I am very surprised that wasn't Boost Ball and Defiled Shrine. The game was practically screaming it at us.
Yep.
And I think it's, now that it's done screaming at Reed, it's like, what do I do now?
Yeah, he's clearly confused.
Yeah, Boost, nothing was in Sank entrance, it was just missiles. Yeah, and going back to what I was saying earlier, we're out of hints. Well, there might be one hint left, but we're basically out of hints. Was the missile system hit in temple grounds, or was it in Sank entrance? I actually can't remember now.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
I'm still just...
I think it was tank entrance.
It was the Sank entrance? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's dark ammo in Culling Chamber. Oh, Leno's going to Hive entrance. I mean, Boost Ball could totally be in here. The only ball upgrade you need are power bombs. I don't even think you need regular bombs for this. I think you can get this with just main power bombs. Why are we saying that Seekers are vanilla? Because the hint that is in Sank entrance stresses that a missile system is in Temple Grounds. The only two items that are missile systems are the missile launcher itself and Seekers. Supers don't count. So since we know the missile launcher is in Aegon, we know that the Seekers have to be in Temple Grounds, and we've exhausted all of the Temple Grounds checks at this point. So we know Seekers are vanilla at this point.
Okay, let's see what's here.
And yeah, Reed's just gonna screw attack through this gate because you can, because echoes, because everything is vulnerable to screw attack.
Yeah, screw attack just wrecks the game.
Nope, dark ammo and hive entrance.
Dark ammo! Oh my...
Seed, stop, please. I want to go to sleep.
Why,
no, I'm
Seed?
kidding.
Why?
I'm kidding. I am enjoying this. I don't actually want to go to sleep, but it is already almost midnight here.
Yeah, Echoes is a ton of fun to watch and to play, but it is a little demanding time-wise.
Hive Gyro, Hive Dynamo. It can't be Hive Dynamo because that's behind Boost Ball, essentially, through Spider Guardian.
That's right, you can't beat Spider with that boost.
Hive Gyro, actually Hive Gyro I think technically needs Boost Ball too. I don't think in Beginner you can like do anything fancy to boost your way past, to not boost your way past the Spider Circle. Hive Gyro does need boost to Beginner, yeah, that's what I thought, thanks Diggle. But yeah, what's left? Sank map. It's not Vault, it's not Cat West. Unless if Hive Gyro... Because here's the thing. Have we needed Boost Ball for anything besides... Oh yeah, we obviously need for Secret Missiles. Don't answer that. Dumb question.
Yeah.
You know...
But so far, otherwise.
You know, those Night Barbs would have been a good occasion for Sonic Boom.
It is awfully satisfying chucking a Sonic Boom at them.
Not to mention it drops basically a full refill of ammo.
Yeah. A little fish outside the Alpha Blogs room.
Cobalt Translator is in main research. It's not in front of Chica. That's Grapple. Which, I mean... Oh, Reed is about to... Okay, Reed's grabbing Cannonball.
Good, about time.
Or not.
Okay. Oh, more fuel for that interview question.
Boost could be in main Gyro at this point. We've left that out because, Echo was late. Unfortunately, if Leno is going to check that, it's got to take. They've got to take the long way because, again, no secret missiles.
Yep.
Which I'm actually.
It's unbelievable. We're nearly 2 hours 30 into a seed. No seekers, no boost.
Well, we know where seekers are at this point, but.
Yeah, at least there's that.
But we still can't. We don't know the big crutch right now is Boost Ball.
Yep.
Which, yeah, there's like 2 or 3 spots left where it could possibly be. because we've exhausted literally everywhere else. Like, I'm inclined to say Sank Map at this point. If it's not in main gyro.
It is surprising, though, that Leno went to the trouble of getting Cannonball and is not getting his Seekers.
I am actually very surprised at that too, because that effectively would have put Lenophis in go mode unless Airy was required.
Yeah. But maybe he just wants to understand the logic.
Maybe. Yeah, they checked watch station. Excuse me. That's an Annihilator hint. That's not helping game.
Yeah. Very useful indeed.
I'm pretty sure we are now out of hints. I'm pretty sure that was the last usable hint we could get, because I think all the remaining hints are Chica and Umos 2. And I think that's all we've got left.
That was just now another example of Screw Attack wrecking the game. Those are supposed to be Power Bomb blocks, but nope, Screw Attack deals with them nicely.
Chat brings another good point. There is the hint in Sank Energy Controller.
It's true. We should go hear the words of O'Lear.
You know, they might just do that. Although they have Cobalt Translator already, I don't think that's actually possible now. I still think my favorite O'Lear moment is when Bash Prime was doing a practice seed a couple of weeks ago. Decided not to read O'Lear because wasn't in the mood. But the hint was the O'Lear hint anyway. You will hear the words of O'Lear whether you like it or not. Also, that guard just got yeeted. Cannonball does weird things.
Yeah,
Strange
it certainly
and wonderful
does.
things. Good news is, they're loaded on ammo and health for final bosses.
Yeah, no kidding. This is going to be a 100% level boss fight.
Just about. Oh, Leno's Screw Attack did not trigger.
Feels bad.
Leno did not check main gyro. Leno did not... The thing about main gyro is that you do have to reload the room after stopping the second gyro. The other thing is, main gyro is also a cannonball loss. If you take the cannon. Yeah, we know Chica had 5 missiles, but only because Leno did it. Took the gamble, getting the 3 keys early, but got, I mean, not a more baited, but Chica baited.
First to me, Reed must be wondering about that right now.
Maybe.
We haven't seen the Chica hint either.
For all we know, the Chica hint's probably chilling at Mining Station B at this point. Alright, so yeah, Reed hasn't seen Hazen Cliff. I think this was a energy tank, if I recall correctly. It wasn't important, that's for sure.
I think it was a red key.
Yeah, it was an Ingheim key.
Yeah.
Politely asking Cliff to get out of the way, and Sank Energy Controller hint reads, Umos 2 is dead, which we knew already.
Oh yeah.
Because you have boost. If Seekers are the last item in the chain, then yeah. It's game over for Umos. So yeah, the only boss that was required today was a Morbus, no progression in Underground Tunnel, and no progression on Alpha Blog. So despite...
Leno also resorting to hint.
So despite hints, despite the seed being utter trash, only a Morbus is being tacked on my boss tally today.
Yeah.
And we are about to see Spider Guardian from Leno?
Well, it did say a missile-related upgrade.
It did,
But
we
we
know
know
that's
that
not Seekers.
Yeah. But the fact that he hasn't already gone to get Seekers means he either has forgotten that hint or somehow he didn't get it and we missed it.
I think they both misinterpreted that hint as saying that Temple Grounds is that the missile launcher was in Temple Grounds.
Yeah, that may be.
Loki, we're still looking. Well, we know where Seekers are, but they're logically boost locked because they are in Hall of Honor dead. It's basically the only Temple Grounds check we haven't seen at this point.
Yeah.
By the way, Cannonball actually does break this fight in two. But yeah, I think.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's why he wasn't taking damage.
Yeah, Leno has Cannonball, which means it also ignores knockback, which is really great for this fight.
Yeah, definitely.
But word of advice though, don't fall off the mini gyro chamber puzzle with Cannonball in tow. You kind of just don't get repelled and you fall into the abyss.
Right, you were saying about that.
And you can see actually Leno, that crate didn't break from Leno's boost because again, Cannonball is a different damage type. Most things are not weak to Cannonball when it comes to crates.
Hmm.
But yeah, here's the craziest thing. We still don't know where our Sky Temple keys are. We haven't even checked hints.
That hadn't even occurred to me. 2:30 and no hints.
Now,
wow.
Granted, at this particular point, I'm fairly certain Spider Guardian has one of those keys.
Yeah, seems pretty likely.
Just because of how few checks are left.
Yeah.
And yes, look here, they did check the file Shrine. Reed checked the file, Leno rather, checked the file Shrine. It was just a power bomb tank. For some reason, despite the game screaming that at us, it wasn't Boost Ball.
Yep. Spider tracks in this room and the first room are quite useful. Ones in the second and third aren't even real.
Not until after the fight. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, Reed got spanked.
Yep.
Getting up this can be a little tough. But it looks like Leno has finished up with that Spider Guardian fight, which yields... I mean, it can't be anything too particularly significant. Sky Temple Key 4, Spider Guardian is required. Okay. Addition to boss tally.
Leno now officially has more than half the STKs before even getting his hints.
Before even having the ability to check hints.
Yeah. Diggle, what settings were you playing on that caused you to go 4 hours without hints?
I think it was a Seed Bash made form.
Well, yeah, that's true. What Digglewrath is to the rest of us, Bash is to Diggle.
You know,
Advanced,
it's
okay.
funny. It's funny because you say that, and until the famous all bosses end of Swiss round seed in last year's tournament, Bash was the master of suffering.
That's right, I remember.
To answer question, chat, boost cannot be on Airy. We need boost to get in there in the first place to break the glass. Cannonball does not work.
Yeah, it's one of those abstruse differences between the two.
Alright, so... looks like about 23 minutes ago, Lenophis had said in the race time, seriously? And I think that's a reference to the Power Bomb expansion in Defiled Shrine.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well... let's see what Leno decides to do here. Did Leno complete the Echo Puzzle? I hope so.
Yes, just now.
Okay, so Leno could destroy the gyro with Cannonball now if he wanted. because the puzzle is complete. Basically, if you don't complete the puzzle and then before destroying the gyro, it doesn't work right. Now, Leno's about to go down Cat West. If Leno wants to go back up, it's going to be a cannonball sack. Oh.
That's right, you can't get back any other way.
Well, actually you can. Without burning cannonball, you have to go up staging area, which you can do. Leno does have Echo and Screw Attack, which is fine. But it looks like Leno is returning to Lower Torves.
Well, any place is as good as any other at this point.
Unfortunately, we've seen all of Lower Torves at this point. Fairly certain. We haven't seen Dungeon, which... again, we just know that because of that Temple Grounds hint, it's not Secret Missiles. I swear, if Boost Ball is in Dungeon and we've just been ignoring it this whole time.
That would really make the night complete, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. Has Sank Map been checked? No, it has not. And it's... Yeesh. The worst part is, the seed's not even over for them. They still have to fight Spider Guardian. They're going to have to annihilate Boost Guardian again.
Yeah, that's right, I'd forgotten. And they have all the other STKs to track down, and final bosses are up.
Yeah, there's only 3 unknown STKs left at this point, to be fair. Oh, they're stopped for a moment. And what did... Leno just reread the dungeon hint, and is firing rapidly, which can't be good.
Oh, chat might have been onto something then.
Has the light shaft and Sank access been checked? Yes, Fortress Transport access was... One moment, please. Okay, no, it was beam-related upgrade in Dungeon. That had main power bombs, which, based on what we're figuring out here, was our logical way into Sank. And one of the suits was in Mining Plaza. Morbus also had supers.
Yeah, for all the fun we're having now, there was a lot of fun had earlier, too.
Yeah, the other wasn't TTE locked by gravity, which was screw locked. Oops. Wrong sound combo.
Echo locks can be bad.
Yeah, it doesn't help that. The problem is Annihilator is tracking on the quads.
Oh, there's that too, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the major problems. It's just... can be frustrating sometimes. But yeah, no, this isn't even just... there are no GAs in the seed. This is a vanilla tourney setting seed, so this is like actual trash.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another Sky Temple key locked by Boost Ball and Plaza access.
So we're up to knowing 7 without hints.
Yep, 2 more to go. I'm actually going to switch to Leno's audio real quick.
Okay. It's starting to feel like ahead or behind are no longer even meaningful concepts.
Not particularly, but Leno's cannonball is making a big difference here. Although it kind of screws this up a little bit because the camera doesn't actually adjust unless you have Boost Ball.
Oh yeah, Torvis Plaza is great for camera fun.
And unfortunately, because the camera turned the wrong way, I can't see what's in... Well, actually, looks like that wasn't a key in Plaza.
Yeah, Leno, whatever it was, Leno doesn't want it.
Yeah, if it's a key, you can definitely see it from that distance. We know Lagoon and Portal Chamber don't have anything. We checked those checks. We know Alpha Blog is dead. We've checked all 3 of those.
Down to literally looking at the map to see what rooms are still blue.
And not secret locked like Cache. Oh, and there's another key in Watch Station. Oh wait, we saw that one already. Never mind.
Yes.
Leno has that. Oh, looks like Reed decided not to open up the portal. Although, to be fair, we know ATS doesn't have anything. But yeah, we know Quad doesn't have anything. We know Umos 2 doesn't have anything. We can't do Mining Station B without secret missiles. Yeah, I'm confused. I mean, well, not really confused as to just intrigued, mostly. I'm fairly certain now Boost Ball's got to be in Fortress Transport Access. Because I'm trying to think,
Have we ruled that dungeon?
Yeah, because it was beam related.
Right.
What's left? All the other ink caches don't relate to Morph Ball systems.
Dark map in more ways than one. On the restream, we can't even see the room borders.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to see, yeah. But yeah, we know, we've seen Phazon Grounds, but Sky Temple Grounds is a different area anyway. Sheesh. We've seen Feeding Pit, to answer question chat. We've seen the top of the ship, that was another Sky Temple key. There were 2 important keys in GFMC, an Aegon key and a Sky Temple key. We've seen Lagoon. And yeah, Ammo Fish, Charged Annihilator.
Yeah.
Easy refill.
What a glorious massive ammo.
Yeah, I think we've ruled out everywhere else. I think Boost Ball has to be in Sank Map Station. And you had to get through it by going all the way around Sanctuary. Either from, or through the Vault Side elevator.
Can you even imagine how mad Leno is going to be when he realizes that Seekers were within his reach this whole time?
He might actually have just pieced it together. Nope, it's going down the Emerald Door. And Reed is going to check main gyro. This could have Boost Ball as well. Nope.
Why, Seed? Why? Feeding Pit was checked, bro.
Yeah, it was. It was a energy tank. Alright. I actually kind of had wished Boost Ball was in Profane Path, because then we could start making profane jokes. Annihilator beam, please! That pirate just walked right into the Annihilator field. Smart pirates.
Sacrificing himself to keep you from an item just for that 1 second longer.
But they strangely dislike theft.
You don't say.
Yeah, Reed knows this is a soft block, so can't get this. Reed.
Does he, though?
Yeah, because that's an energy tank. That's not important. Well, it depends on how safe you are at final bosses, but yeah, I
With
think we're
7
down.
tanks in the light suit, even I would feel safe.
Yeah, at this point, I think we're down to Sank Map Station. I think that is literally the only place where Boost Ball can be. And we've exhausted the rest of seeing the other Boost Ball checks. Besides, Reed hasn't seen Spider Guardian, and we know that is a Sky Temple key, to be fair, so... So I'm pretty sure there's only 2 unknown keys at this point. And I think Leno is
Yep,
turning
just 2.
around for Hall of Honor dead.
At this point, even forgetting the hint, you're almost out of places to check.
Reed does not have Cobalt. Reed's never been to main research. I don't think.
Yeah, if he did, I missed it too.
Leno is going the wrong... Oh, I know, actually, Leno has to go this way. No secret missions yet. Okay. Moment of extreme frustration and truth coming up here. Because, yeah, we know this has to be Seekers. Which is going to effectively put Leno in go mode.
Yep, he can get his hits, he can get the remaining keys.
Get a good look at it, folks.
There it is. Just look at the rage.
I forgot to mention, fun fact, in our 7 o'clock match, we actually had to exercise the thing where 3 power bombs logically gave you Hall of Honor dead access.
Huh.
Because a power bomb lets you bust out of these boost slots, except for the last one where you're automatically ejected. So, and Spider was here, and Spider was on the path to Boost Ball. Or, not Boost Ball, on the path to bombs.
That's amazing.
But Lenophis will finally be in go mode at 246.40.
What
Effectively.
What a speed.
Wherever the keys are, Leno's going to be able to pick them up, but just has to find out where they are first. Alright, Reed's heading down Cat West. Is going to see Cobalt Translator now. Careful with spamming shots there, Reed. That causes the game to crash in main research.
One more soft block to watch out for, I guess. Crash, rather.
Yeah, this room is very dangerous. For example, if you come from Cat West and then try to reload Cat West again while Caretaker's still alive, the game is basically done. The game says, nope, not having it.
Yeah, I think now that you mention it, I remember having a crash here and wondering why.
Yeah, no, Caretaker Drone is a very unstable entity. But, yeah, the only major hiccup for Lenophis right now is if there is a Sky Temple key in Airy, because, again, Cannonball does not let you get in there. Oh, wait, no, we've seen War Ritual Grounds, so that's one more key. Nice Seeker Missiles. And Leno will get that on the way out. Yeah. Unfortunately, Reed waltzed right by Sank Map Station. Yeah, Aaron, things are still going on, but we have basically solved the seed. We're pretty sure Boost Ball is in Sanctuary Map Station at this point, and, Seekers were vanilla.
Leno just got Seekered.
On the subject of Seeker Missiles.
Yeah. Seekers, please.
But Leno has preserved that cannonball, which will be great for final bosses, but let's see where this missing Sky Temple key is. Oh, Reed is checking Sank map. Here we go.
Boost was needed for Seekers this time, Aaron, because they were in their vanilla place.
War Butcher Grounds we know. The other one's going to be Boost Guardian. The other is Mining Station B. Directly locked behind Seeker missiles. So the good news is Leno is in go mode, and hopefully knows the screw attack or slope jump to get out of Mining Station B without a cannonball sack.
The bad news is that Leno is currently blinded with rage, as any one of us would be, and so may make silly mistakes.
And just to add insult to injury, Sank Map did in fact have Boost Ball.
Wow.
Lenophis, this is a dumb seed. Reed, why Diggle? Yeah, Diggle, you may wish to seek shelter following the conclusion of this race. No, I'm kidding.
He's not kidding. Seek shelter.
Alright, so unfortunately, Reed does have to trigger the quad fight. There it goes. Cannonball's supposed to work on the quad head, but I guess it doesn't work on the shield.
Cestrian, yes, we do understand the logic now. It's excruciating logic, but we do know the whole thing now.
So, yeah, your Sanctuary access was from main power bombs in Fortress Transport access. So you had to take those main power bombs, which were, by the way, were at Sank's front door, which you could not go through, go all the way back around to Sanctuary to Sank Map Station after getting Light Suit out of Mining Plaza, and Cobalt Translator and Main Research. Then you could go get Boost Ball out of Sank Map and get Vanilla Seekers.
It's the stuff of legend. We will be telling our children about this too.
Oh, yes. I don't have any kids for the record, but even still.
Well, I didn't mean now.
Alright, so Leno is going for the Boost Guardian key now.
Yep, Leno technically already got that, but he's got to get it again.
Ay, ay, ay. And Reed, the worst part is Reed doesn't know about Seeker missiles yet. Reed has not been to Sank Entrance. I don't think.
Hmm.
In fact, I'm positive Reed hasn't been to Sank Entrance because Reed never came through the Sank Entrance door and just fought the quad. Oh no, Leno got spored. It is possible to get Reed back into the tunnel, by the way. It has happened. Excuse me a moment.
Sure. Oh, that's funny. They both have 39 health at the moment. Same number of V-Tanks, even. I guess it's not that unlikely, because most things do a multiple of 10 damage to you, but even so. Yeah, I believe Seeker was a Cobalt Hint. And yes, we are very much looking forward to the interview. Hey, 613 link shot. 613 is my area code too. Neat. normal way.
Looks like I'm back, by the way. Looks like Reed's
Welcome
doing
back.
the puzzle intentionally for for Hall of Combat Mastery.
I was just remarking on that.
Ay, ay, ay. This is another. Actually, this is another reason you do not want Cannonball, because if you get stuck on those lasers, you are stuck with a capital STUCK. Okay, Boost Guardian is dead.
Yeah, once again, third time today.
You know, the whole power bomb Omaiwa moves into you business.
Okay, another STK for Reed. One to go.
Nice quad hint, by the way, which we already seen.
Yep. It's always a relief to see a useless quad hit.
Alright, and Leno's last key is Mining Station B, which is thankfully right around the corner this time, because we have Seegers, so we can get to the elevator.
Yeah, we can finally actually do some of that stuff you can usually do after the first hour or so.
First hour. Usually it's like the first 30 minutes you get access to that Torvus elevator these days. Not today, clearly.
Yeah.
As a painfully, both, again, the 7 and 9 and tonight's race, both just so crazy. I think we can now safely bet, though, that the remaining hint that we didn't see, the Chica hint, is in Mining Station B.
Yeah, that would stand to reason.
Boost Guardian was not required without power bombs. You could have easily saved Boost Guardian for any time. The thing about Sky Temple keys is you can get them anytime. Yeah, boost with Cannonball especially is just so much better, just because you don't take damage while rolling. Leno's just yeeting over to Mining Station B. We'll see if Leno knows how to bust out of Mining Station B without losing Cannonball. At this point, keeping Cannonball isn't really essential. Well, actually,
yeah, it's
no,
not a big priority.
On Leno's case, actually, yes it is, because Leno doesn't have boost yet. So Leno does
actually
need to keep this, well no, does actually at this point, oh, there's the Super Missile hint, it was in Watch Station. So yeah, the hint in Mining Station B is definitely referring to Chica. Actually, you know, Leno doesn't need Boost Ball beyond this point. So, never mind. Leno could sack Cannonball and be absolutely fine. Boost isn't required for final bosses.
And again, while Cannonball is certainly nice for Emperor Ring 2, with the light suit and the energy that these players have, nothing about the finals is going to be hard at all.
And yep, here's your Chica hand.
Amazing.
So I'm gonna have to. I think ultimately, the way I've discovered that this key is faster to get is on the standable terrain, because you can slope jump up the rocks behind the other side of the drill to the sort of cage formation there, and that actually, because it's standable, it gives you enough height to screw attack where you need to put it. because Leno doesn't want to do the drill because, again, that's a cannonball sack.
Yeah, he would have to lose that. Oh, but maybe he's prepared to.
Looks like it. Only problem is...
Oh, well.
Yeah, rip cannonball. But now it's definitely going to have to do the BSJ to get the item. Because now it can't go up the half pipe.
Oh, yeah.
But the BSJ screw attack is not too bad. It can be a single BSJ. Oh yeah, please don't get red Kraylead. If they're in their, like, cloaking field animation, I think it does 10 damage per tick, and it ticks a lot.
Ouch.
Reed's doing airy. Oh, jeez.
Lines in the race time chat, Leno saying this is a dumb seed, and Reed saying, why, Diggle?
Yeah, that was around the time... that was around the time Leno discovered... that was when Leno checked hints and when Reed discovered Boost Ball.
Yep.
Reed, power bombs don't work here. They do very little damage.
Screw attack. Screw attack always works on Dark Samus.
She's also not 5 times weak to Annihilator here.
No, though I think Dark Burst does half her HP.
Dark Burst is extremely effective. This is where Dark Beam kicks in and is twice as effective.
Yeah.
Under ideal circumstances, what you would do is you would force her to throw up her shield at the exact same time you fire a Dark Beam shot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, looks like Reed is resetting. But yeah, you would fire the Dark Beam charge right as she throws up her shield, so the Dark Beam shot would land. She would not go anywhere because her shield would still be up. And so the Dark Beam can do its full damage, which is like a quarter of her health bar. It's actually very significant.
Yeah, that same combo you see used on Dark Samus 3 and 4 as well.
Indeed.
Well, I mean, 4 is in midair, but you get the idea.
Yes, I'm looking at chat. Yes, I'm having a problem with my Annihilator beam. It's not annihilating.
Yes, I'll hold.
And you spell that H-O-H-D? We're a little late in saying this, but happy 3 hours, folks.
Yep. Everybody get out a cake. Put 3 candles on it.
I have not got the time tonight to bake up a cake. I would most certainly love to, but I'm going to have to deal with a bag of chips instead.
Yeah, that'll suffice. So Leno finally closing in on final bosses.
Yes, our runners will finally be able to end their suffering, which they have endured for 3 hours.
Yep. As much as we've been looking forward to that interview, I have a feeling it's going to be a short one because these guys are going to be exhausted.
They probably will be, but we'll see nonetheless. But Leno is going to take a ship save just to restock ammunition, which is a great idea considering that Annihilator spam is probably going to be super effective in this instance.
Yep. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Kazuto.
It's actually I've been thinking about spider ball bomb jumps. I find it actually harder to get more horizontal distance off the magnetic while spider balling than from a regular bomb jump. But yeah, Leno has sat cannonball, but that's okay. Leno is going to probably want to get this... well, that's a good thing Leno opened the door already. Leno is just
He
going to
picked up
grab
that
this.
SDK.
Oh, looks
On
like...
the way out, like you were saying he would.
Yeah, I thought Leno was going to pick it on the way out of Sky Temple, the first out of hints, but not the case.
Regardless, now the tracker's active.
A little fun fact about the upcoming Ingworm spheres up in Sky Temple. Ooh, that power bomb looks like Spider Guardian just escaped death there. Yeah, fun fact, power bombs normally completely evaporate Spider Guardian in vanilla, but that's not the case in the randomizer because in vanilla, if you incinerate Spider Guardian in this manner, you can't reach the item. You can't actually reach them because the generators are still there.
Yeah, don't do that. You'll be very sad.
Personally, I find if you're going into this fight with limited power bombs, only use it on phase 3, then 2 if you have a spare. Because I find phase 3 to be the absolute hardest to get the power bombs in. Phase 4, it's free since you have Spider Ball ability for the remaining items, for the remaining phases, I should say.
In exchange for which it's stupidly long.
Alright, here's our Emperor in 1 fight.
Yep, if you can get the tentacles in this first appearance, there's only 4, but if they ever reappear, there's 8.
Yeah, right now, Leonard does not want exactly that to happen. Because that laser is a tremendously long stun. And this is going to result
Yep, we see a lot of good Echoes players in this tournament, and so we're used to seeing the 1 round, but it is harder than you might think.
Yeah, I'll fully confess, even I had some errors trying to get that one a few times.
Yeah.
Ooh, Leno using the base of Emperor Ring to escape past the laser. Nicely done. Gets 3 in the first power bomb, but easily bombs the other one.
Now, here's a place where it would be nice to have Cannonball, because then nothing could knock you off the sphere. But I'll be fine with that. And 2 down. Embarrass Emperor Ring by killing him by jumping into him.
Yeah, so fun fact, the reason why this even works is because in development there were initially going to be some shields on the feet here that were going to be vulnerable to screw attack. They didn't remove those when they made the final version.
Yep.
The hitboxes are still there and they just drain from the main health pool.
If you do it just right, you can actually kill him in a single screw attack. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and equally precise.
Another hint that screw attack was intended to be useful in this fight is that you have this unique bonk animation which sends you just blasting up to the top of the room.
True. And that will do it.
So long, Emperor Ring.
You will be missed because you never show up any time again in the series. And this is supposed to be early on in the Metroid timeline, too. Yeah, the Prime games take place before Samus returns.
Yeah, I always found it a little odd that they decided to cram a bunch of games into the timeline instead of extending it. Their own plans for after the timeline.
We'll
Unfortunately, Nintendo tends to wimp out whenever a Metroid game doesn't do as well as they wanted, so...
No, we're still waiting on Prime 4, and that's been going through development hell since 2019, unfortunately. Sorry, development heck on SpeedGaming.
Alright. So Dark Samus 3, you want to do a precise amount of damage to her to keep her from going into Dark Samus 4 mode, which is harder to end the fight quickly.
Yeah,
spoiler warning, we will almost certainly see Dark Samus 4 because it's really hard to skip it every time.
Yeah, basically what has to happen is Dark Samus has to not do exactly that.
Yeah, everybody gets centered. It just seems to happen all the time.
I've been having a lot of those. They're doing exactly that moments tonight.
Yeah. So in Dark Samus 4 mode, you hurt her with Phazon that she herself shoots at you. And then after a while, she goes back into Dark Samus 3 mode.
Yeah, but if she goes into Dark Samus 3, you can only deal about 52, somewhere between 50 and 60 damage before she goes back up again.
Into Dark Samus 4, but that's extremely hard.
And I think it's only going to be 2 more shots. After this next one, though, she won't come down again. Otherwise, the animation would look weird.
And of course, every time she does one of those super missile shots, instead of firing Phazon, she wastes a little more of your time.
Yeah.
Because it would not be the M-Series final boss fight without some kind of stupid RNG element. Okay, GG's in chat.
Yeah, that is going to be GG for Lenophis, who will finish in first place with an official race time GG time of 3:10:20.
Yep. DJ puts it well in chat. GG's to both runners for enduring whatever that was.
And Reed says, I can't wait for this interview. Leno says, get us in there. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Maybe turn down your volume, folks. I expect screams. Okay, they're almost here.
All right.
Leno, welcome. Reed, welcome.
Hi, guys.
How's it going? You two doing all right?
No.
All right,
No.
so why don't we start with... all right, so why don't we start with you, Leno? So, Leno, you did not get Boost. You elected to use Cannonball to sort out your problems. Do you want to know where Boost was?
Right.
Sank?
I would, but... Sank where?
Sank Map Station. Locked by Light Suit. Reed, would you like to know where Seekers were? Vanilla, locked by Boost Ball.
Reed, I'm not hearing you at all.
Be for the best, actually.
Discord, are you broken?
I hope not.
Reed, you there?
We see green lights, but we can't hear you.
Yeah.
Well, that seems to be fitting with the theme of the night.
So we gotta
as
ask.
soon as I saw that suit in Mining Plaza, I knew it was gonna be trouble. I knew it was gonna be trouble.
We honestly couldn't tell it was a suit for some time until basically we saw the progressive suit hint in, I want to say, Lower Torvis? Yeah. And,
Fair.
Maybe now.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Reed.
Hey!
So... Oh my...
There, that's better.
Diggle!
Yeah. So yeah, as we were saying, Reed, Vanilla Seekers, and there actually was a hint for them in Sank Entrance. which said, which actually that's something we want to bring up with you, Leno. So we saw the
Yeah.
missile system in Temple Ground. So talk us through that.
I was honestly thinking that was the missile launcher. I forgot that I picked that up in Agon, and I just completely whiffed on that because I did not count on that being Seekers. I honestly thought it was a missile launcher, which was an Agon. I want to say Sam Cash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was Cap's theory about what you were thinking.
Now, so we're curious to know.
Go ahead.
I already know what's
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Yep, I know where this is. I know where this is going. Go ahead.
I was going to ask Reed, why were you consider when was Chica leaning on your mind for one thing?
Oh, immediately. I was going to,
Yes.
but there's a reason I was going to anyway.
The second was so Cannonball was chilling and mining in
Very
Transport B
early.
access today. So talk us through your thought processes for picking those up. Because Reed, you ended up not picking it up, but Leno, you picked it up to skip out on Boost Ball. So talk us through that, if you could.
So I was waiting to make sure there weren't any other cannons, or if I found Grapple Beam to make sure I could get Chica done, just so I didn't lose it on accident. Because I knew if I lost it on accident, it was over until I found Boost Ball.
And then for me, since I knew where it was, and since it was so early, and I knew like Agon had to be explored for sure once, possibly twice, maybe 3 times, and there are cannons everywhere in Agon. I didn't want to risk losing that so early, so I just put that in the back of my mind, like, okay, when I feel safe with what I've explored and what I have access to, we'll come back for it if need be.
Now, were you at the moment, Leno, panicking at the prospect of possibly having a Sky Temple key on Airy?
A little bit, yeah. If there was a Sky Temple key on Airy or main gyro, I knew I was in trouble. I was in a lot of trouble.
Nope, don't worry. It was dark ammo and light ammo because I checked them, looked for secret.
Yeah, Rita just checked areas you were about to enter final bosses about, I think.
This is if one of you didn't check something, the other one did.
I was about to hit the mini gyro in Hive gyro.
So, why don't we talk about the early discovery that supers were on a Morbus?
Yeah, that
Compared to the rest of the seed, that was fine.
Yeah.
I was going to say, the rest of the seed makes that look tame.
I mean, it wasn't all that bad because I saw the suit on Mining Plaza, so I'm like, okay, if Morbus has something, great. If not, okay, have to get this anyway. So, Super Missiles was kind of a hit and miss sort of thing because I got you early access to Warrior's Walk, which got to Battleground, and then I did the rest of the Dark Aegon loop, and at that time I had already picked up the hint for Spider Ball that was in Doomed Entry, so I wasn't too worried about that.
That was actually another thing, you both took a while to go back for Spider Ball despite having access to it. Can you talk us through that?
Mm-hmm.
I waited until go.
Well, in the
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that. Well, Spider Ball. I think I peaked Junction Site, and I don't. I think it was some kind of garbage.
I think it was
and
an
I
energy
knew
tank,
that. Yeah, so I knew that Spider Ball, other than easy access to Ventilation Shaft A and Agon, Spider Ball didn't really have much because you usually want its complement with Boost Ball. There was garbage in Mining Station A, and other than that, Spider Ball didn't really open up too much. It just made a couple things a little bit easier. So I wasn't in that much of a hurry to pick it up, personally.
Actually,
And I actually didn't get the hint for Spider Ball until I had already picked it up because I was waiting to go back to Doomed Entry until I had supers.
That's right. Yeah, I remember. I remember now. You didn't pick. It was a thanks game hint for you.
Mm-hmm.
But so between the two of you, by the time we finally got to check hints, there was only one unknown Sky Temple key left because we'd seen Warwood Trail Grounds. We saw. What was the other one that crossed our mind? We'll cross that bridge later. The
yeah.
one key that
I mean, I did peak Dark Torvis Arena early, and I was just hoping for a vanilla boost ball, but it's got a
That was
simple
the
key
one.
there.
That was the one. And the one that we didn't know about, which was the last key that Leno had to find, was Mining Station B, directly locked by seeker missiles.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, this seed
Both of
basically
you got,
expected you to 100% hit.
Yeah. Just as a note of interest, both of you killed Boost Guardian for his STK and then had to reset.
oh, okay. I don't feel as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because of where Boost Ball was in
I'll
such
point
an
out also that
atrocious...
this hash says, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're about to... I know exactly where this is going, and I'd love to hear,
I'll say this.
to hear this.
Okay, well, the seed hash says Shredder, Mire, Shrieker, and I think that says it all. It shredded you, it was a mire you sank into, and it left you shrieking by the end.
God, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was a key in Poison Bog. Good point.
I mean, I still already had 4 keys at that point, still looking for Seekers. I'm going, oh god, okay. I might not even need hints at this point.
It was getting close to...
I was actually a little worried that either Quadraxis or Umos were going to have the Seeker missiles. I'm like, oh, you have got to be kidding me. Where are these Seekers? Where is Boost Ball? Where is anything?
Well, we saw you both, and we're honestly about as shocked as you were, no doubt. We were surprised that Defiled Shrine was not Boost Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were several points where this seed, we were sure this next check had to have something, and it didn't.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so Grapple's got to have something. Ammo. Okay, so Boost has got to have something. Okay,
Well,
so... yeah, but... man.
And Powerbomb Guardian has to have something. Validation. Okay, Alpha Block has to have something. Ammo.
Although we did learn something about ETM from Powerbomb Guardian. It does not give off an audio cue, so now we can tell if it's when it's behind a shield or something.
Oh.
Well,
Nice.
I'm glad we were able to learn something from this run.
Ay.
Pretty beat.
That was fun seed. I'm not gonna lie, it was a nightmare, but it was a fun seed.
Oh yeah, we had
You know
we had
what,
a lot
chat?
of fun.
Really giving us a lot of entertainment.
Chat was the definite winner of this seed because we were running back and forth. Our heads are cut off. We're chickens. We don't know what the heck we're doing. Chat's loving every minute of this. I'm gonna love to watch this one back with you guys.
Yeah,
me too.
Chat's won the entire evening because from the 7 o'clock race, it's been going downhill ever since. Because have either of you two seen the 7 o'clock race?
No.
I caught bits and pieces. There was a lot of items early, but there were no suits, and it was about an hour 10 in. And then I switched over to Bash and Diceron real quick, and something was going on with that. I don't remember. And then we were just setting up for Art Race, so
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to peek those two races too much.
Bash and DCR had suits on Chica and Quad required for a key in for a light suit locked key. For one thing.
Yes.
And if you watch
that was
commentary
that
for
was
this race, you'll hear MD tell the saga of his seed.
Yeah. It was basically like a few items, and then it was like a 7 to 8 item chain of one item leading to another, literally.
Yeah.
Wow.
The second to last item in that chain, not counting keys, was bombs.
Oh god.
I had a seed earlier this morning where it was a chain of items that took 22 minutes to get my missile launcher. Just to get a missile. There wasn't even an expansion, just a missile. It took me 22 minutes just to get a missile. Really,
So-
that sounds even worse.
Just going off of your early race time chat, I'm guessing that you got hosed by Bomb Guardian.
No, actually. Bomb Guardian, I only had about 50 health entering. I don't remember if I had... No, I had Morph Ball bombs at that point, and
Okay.
I knew that... I knew that the Amber Translator was in Portal Access A, so I just bum rushed Bomb Guardian right away. And it was insignificant. I don't remember if one of the Agon keys was back there, but it was a little bit of intel. I don't remember what the hint was in the energy controller though.
Okay,
I
let's say
don't
you just
remember at this point
that
either.
the original was that Diggle's gonna get a talking to after this. I'm like, uh-oh.
I assumed that was the discovery
Yeah.
of the mining plaza suit.
That it was the suit and the supers on Amorbus. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
Diggle,
Oh, okay.
what?
That's right, because both hints
Yeah,
were
who-
practically back to back.
Yeah, and I'm like,
But
Diggle,
we could
who
not
hurt
even
you?
begin to imagine what Diggle had in store for us from there.
No. God, you had it right off the bat of there's gonna be words, Diggle. It's just
Mhm.
it's
Unfortunately,
So yeah,
boy.
Diggle, after this session, we're gonna have a little sidebar.
All right, if you bring the pillowcase, I'll bring you the doorknobs. We'll get this handled.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
And you haven't brought up the one obvious elephant in the room that was this seed yet. You're probably wondering why we did Chica, because you haven't asked us about that yet.
I didn't even get to that point yet, but I was going to.
Yeah, when we set up this race, I brought up a point to Reed that this tournament has seen a severe lack of Chica, because I think when we scheduled it, it was just we hadn't even seen it once yet, or maybe it was just once. And then earlier this week we had
whenever we
earlier
scheduled, we hadn't seen it.
Yeah, so at that point we hadn't seen it. Jagger and Kirby had a required Chica. I don't even remember what the heck that was for.
That was our first appearance in the tournament.
Yep. And then earlier tonight, as you pointed out, it was Bash and DCR. And I just like, you know what? We want to give the content to the fans. We want Chica. Let's just face Chica, no matter what happens. If it's a Torvis key behind Umos 2, let's fight Chica. And then we'll hate Diggle for giving us that kind of seed.
I'm surprised, given
But,
that mentality, you didn't pick up Cannonball beforehand.
No, I mean, I thought about it, but I knew that, oh, you know what? Chica might be a ways off. And then I fight him half an hour in with one energy tank, screw attack, and I'm like, okay, this is a bad call.
And no
I
Seeker
hope I
missiles either.
survive this. And no Seekers, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
If I
really
didn't
waiting
find-
on Chica for was Seekers.
Although props to you for
Yeah,
climbing Dark Torvis Temple with that little energy.
Yeah,
Very nice.
I mean,
Yeah, we were
finding the
impressed.
dark visor finding the dark visor in abandoned worksite is what gave me like, okay, you know what? Let's try this once, because I knew I was gonna die if I just had to keep searching for platforms just to get back out. The dark visor sealed that play for me that early.
That's awesome. I'm gonna have to watch that. I'm excited to see that.
Just going for Chica because
bit of a
you had found all the keys. So.
Yeah, the hint for the Torvis keys, I don't remember where they were. It was Great Temple and Torvis Bog. I'm like, oh, okay, I know where they're at. And I forgot that I had picked one up at one point from Dark Alpha Splinter. So when I was at the save station in Great Temple, I made that exclamation point. I realized in myself, Umos 2 is required. Quadrax is required. Okay, this is not good. But then I picked up the other two and then I picked up the other two in Torvis. I'm like, oh wait, no. I have all three. That's right. I picked up the one. Okay, let's just... And then it went from there.
The other two in Torvis, which were right next to each other, by the way.
Yeah.
Temple and energy controller.
Oh man, that was awesome though.
It was great. It was great to call, that's for sure.
We wrapped up.
And thanks to you guys for calling and tracking this fun disaster, this fun dumpster fire, the seed.
Awesome. Yeah, seriously. Thank you guys.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for providing the entertainment. That was amazing.
Absolutely. With that, is there anything else anybody would like to say before we close out for the night? And let everybody go to sleep?
Yeah, right? Seriously. GG, Leno. That was an awesome race.
GG, Reed. This, I'm sorry you weren't able to finish. How much longer did you think you would have had if you were just on Sparta Guardian?
Going off the logic that I was following in my head, it was going to be a while. Because I don't think I would have gone back for Vanilla Seekers for a hot minute, to be absolutely honest.
And honestly, the only reason I was checking Hall of Honor Dead is like, okay, Seekers are obviously out there somewhere, because I picked up a hint from Cache A and Taurus. Like, okay, it can't be Seekers at Hall of Honor Dead. Maybe it's Boost Ball. So I just, scouted out with the Cannonball, and it's Vanilla Seekers. And I'm sitting here, I'm looking at this for a minute, I'm like, what did I miss? What did I miss? And I missed
Yes.
horribly.
So by the logic, Seekers were locked behind Light Suit 2 ways because main power bombs were on a Light Suit check and Boost Ball was on a Light Suit check.
And the most insulting thing is that power bombs were in Sank's front door.
Yeah.
Yep. Fortress Temple Axe. It's just.
Which means you had to go
Yeah.
all the way back around to go get Boost, and then go all the way back for Seekers.
Yep.
Yeah, understanding the logic of this one is harder than actually playing it.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Okay, we ready to wrap this up?
Yeah, I got nothing
Yeah.
else.
All right, then yeah, we will close things out here. Once again, follow both of our runners, ReedWhaley and Lenophis, who have both put on a fantastic show for you here this evening. Follow my partner, CZ, who has done an amazing job, not only calling this race with me, but also tracking. Dual rolling is not an easy task, and I speak from experience, so thank you for that.
Yeah, and follow my co-commentator and Captain MD13, who has done a fantastic job of providing all the Echoes knowledge, because I'm still just getting started here. So,
Anytime, and we've also left our links to the schedule for matches to come and the Randomizer Discord, so you can come and learn all the tips and tricks and get the randomizer set up for yourself. We will be back tomorrow. We've got 2 more matches queued up as we close out the 4th rounds of Swiss here in the Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer 2021 tournament. We have got Asdor versus Lucarius Lion on SpeedGaming 3 at noon. And we have Arrow Razor versus Koshi on SpeedGaming 2 at 7 p.m., both Eastern Time. So we invite you to join us for those. Those are going to be some good, those are going to be some great matches, and we hope you will join us for them. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your night/morning, and we will see you next mission.
yeah, night, everybody.
Take it easy, guys. Bye. Ugh.